And we're live.
Good evening to you all. One race to go with three title contenders in it. Simply put, it all comes down to this. Across the course of the next 2 hours, we'll have crowned a second Turbo Racing League world champion to follow in the footsteps of Dean, who of course won the first season's title back in February. It's been a long 84 days since touchdown in Melbourne, and after 11 races, we have finally reached the climax of this season. It has been a heart-pounding race that has intrigued us all, and the three men that can win it are poised for one final duel, in one final race for one last push. Simply put again, 90 minutes to decide a champion. Will it be Ryu, Hecaron, or Bottas? It certainly looks like it's decided to one corner, but anything can still happen. It's round 12 of 12 of Season 2 of Turbo Racing League live from Yas Island for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in our F1 23 Swan Song. Good evening to you all and welcome along, of course, back to the commentary box yet again to the wonderful Sean. Sean, last race of the season, three drivers in title contention, but it does look like it's all sealed now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does look all sealed. 23 points to gap is, and yeah, you just need 3 points and he wins it. Um, or four if you want to become technical. If one of the two wins with the fastest lap.
Well, we will take a look at the championship permutations in a few minutes, but if you weren't there last week for an incredible Vegas Grand Prix, we will remind you of the results. Bottas came home to win by 45 thousandths off a second. Eventual race winner Heckman was demoted down to fourth position, with his teammate Sam Rose finishing in third position. Magda Camo, Liberty Wegt, and Sky were our finishers. Bulba retired 3 laps in the end. AK Monsters, Oscarus, and Metal God were not classified. The championship looks like this then, with two titles still to be decided, of course, one significantly closer than the other. Ryu leads the way by 23 points with a race to go, and of course 26 points for a race victory and the fastest lap. All three contenders have won 3 races this season. Valtteri Bottas is in front of Hecaron via countback. Bottas has more second place finishes, 2-1 at the moment. Sam Rose is the best of the rest on 94 points. He won't race tonight. Oscar does have the chance to finish his final permanent Turbo Racing campaign before he goes travelling in fourth position, but it's only if he gets a win. Marcel is in sixth and guaranteed to stay there. Dean is seventh. Magnaship is eighth. Camo and Bulba round out the top 10 in ninth and 10th. Metal God, Deadfish, ADF, Velasco, Mertzi, AK Monsters, Contra, Liberty, Nikon, and Cludden are the rest of the drivers with points. In the Constructors' Championship battle, it will go to the final race, and what a tight race this is indeed. Alfa Romeo gained 2 slots last week after 5 race wins so far this season. They are just 5 points clear off Mercedes with a race to go. Red Bull are on 255 points, a point behind Mercedes in turn. Haas are a long way behind, 190 points behind Red Bull in fourth position. They have gained 2 slots at the last race. AlphaTauri are in fifth. Aston Martin are down to sixth. It's a fight for fourth place there that will obviously be decided tonight. Ferrari and Alpine will slug it out for seventh place, with Williams and McLaren rounding out the field. Here are your championship permutations. They're very simple. We announced them earlier on today. It is simple for Ryu. If he finishes first all the way down to eighth, he is world champion, so a miracle is needed for either Hecaron or Bottas to get the title. If he finishes ninth or lower, if either Hecaron or Bottas win, either one of them are champion. However, Ryu is guaranteed to finish at least second, depending on what happens tonight. Less than 25 minutes to go until qualifying. Of course, we're in the end game now, the F1 23 Swan Song. Just one race left in what has been a very controversial game, wouldn't you say, Sean?
Um, yeah, it's been a ride, and this game has been. It has had some great moments and also some very bad ones.
We will reflect on the F1 23 era after the race. Only 9 days to go until the Champions Edition of F1 24 releases, and of course, we'll be getting underway with Season 3 around 2 weeks after the game launches. And hopefully, some brilliant stories will be etched into our league's folklore when that game comes out and we get racing. Of course, a lot of changes between Season 2 and 3. We'll go through all the news after the race. But earlier on today, we did a funny thing. I say we, and that's not including Sean, myself, Hecarim, Bottas, and Raizapu all took to the lobby we're in now to do a special little photo shoot for the final Grand Prix of the season. It was hella chaotic, but we did get some good photos, and you can find them in announcements and in T1 Paddock. And before we do anything this evening, we will talk to the three men who can win the world title. We're going to get them all here now. We're going to be speaking to Hecarim, we're going to be speaking to Raizapu, and we're going to be speaking to Bottas in a few moments' time. So if you can just unmute yourself, and we'll get the discussion going relatively soon. I know Bottas can unmute himself anyway. I will try and sort something else out here. Hold on. I'll just sort the settings out. Hold on. Okay, that should be good. I can speak now, hopefully. Ryu, can you hear me?
The pedal down and the engine pumping. Go, 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 go.
That does seem like a yes. Hecarim, can you hear me? I hope so. Is that Hecarim?
Sports.
Yeah, I can hear you.
And finally, Bottas, can
Yes.
you hear me? Good. Fantastic. Right. We had a lot of fun earlier with that photo shoot. However, it's now time to stop the talking, and we're getting to business in less than 20 minutes' time. Ryu, it does look like it's yours. Is it written in the stars?
I hope so. I mean, anything can happen still, but a lot would need to go out of my way for me to finish out of the top 8. So,
Do you think that after all the drama and all the turbulence of what happened in Brazil last season, you obviously won the Brazilian Grand Prix earlier on in season 2, do you feel like a title win tonight will be deserved?
yeah, for sure. I mean, yes and no. I've made a lot of mistakes this season, mainly Miami and Monza under the safety car, but you know, my consistency throughout the season has kept me in the fight, and I think that's what really deserves me the title.
Hecarim, on the contrary, it's been a slightly controversial season for you. Do you feel that you should be a little bit closer to Ryu, depending on what's happened so far?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I couldn't race in Monza or Brazil, and I couldn't race in Brazil because the penalty points got all messed up. But yeah, well, we'll look forward to what's gonna happen tonight.
And Bottas, of course, it's been a fantastic redemption season after a pretty dismal season 1 and a pretty dismal into the tireless era. Are you happy with what you've accomplished this season?
Yeah, the main thing is I'm really confused that I'm still in this fucking title fight.
Yeah, I think that explains itself. To be fair, you have won 3 races though, on sheer dumb luck, I suppose, with penalties though. Ryu, only around, we'll say, 75, 80 minutes away from your 3rd ever league racing title. What were the first 2 like? Because you, of course, won Season 2 in Tireless Racing League with that incredible last race fight back. But what is it like? What's it like to win a title?
It's a lot of emotions because both my titles have been completely different, but yet so similar. Both in, I mean, in 2 different leagues, both in my rookie season. But you know, in Tireless, it was in the last race, coming down from 13 points. Yet in the other one, I dominated the season by 130 points. They're completely different.
Well, yeah, you obviously won the Constructors' Championship last season with Oscar, and of course, it is Oscar's final race before he goes travelling. Would you like to say anything to You're, I think, quite a decent friend and an even better teammate.
He's been amazing this season and last. I want to thank him for all the effort he's put in, helping me out any chance he gets, and I'm just really thankful for him as my teammate.
Hecker, and obviously this is also your last race for Mercedes before moving to Red Bull. How has your time been with Sean and Sam?
I mean, it's been absolutely great. I love talking to Shan. We get along together. But like I said, the plan was me and Zappu to be together, but that didn't work out. But yeah, I had
Yeah.
a good time here at Mercedes.
I would like to say that that would have created a few fireworks, and of course, Ryan, you're departing Red Bull after this race to join Kick
Yeah.
Sauber for Season 3. Is it slightly bittersweet leaving Hoban and Oscar behind?
It is. It's definitely very bittersweet, but I felt it was, after Singapore what happened, that it was the best move to keep results going, but hopefully I can be back at Red Bull soon.
Boss Esto, can you launch a championship challenge next season?
I mean, it all depends on the pace of everyone else on the front 24. Basically, we don't know anyone's pace. The pace deposit is pretty much reset for everyone. So
Well, thank you very much to the three of you. We'll try and get talking to you throughout the race, maybe if there is a safety car period. It's been a fantastic title battle, and you have been three absolutely perfect protagonists. So thank you very much for your contribution to the league and your racing throughout the season.
Thank you.
danke.
Right then, I would like to talk to Monks, because this is the comeback arc for Monks. Of course, he fought for the Season 2 Tireless title, didn't win it, obviously that went to Ryu. But Monks has been a staple of this league in both forms, and it's very good to see him back. So we will get LFC Monks on the line this evening. Monks, can you hear me? Hopefully he can.
Hello.
Aye.
Okay.
Good evening, Monks. How are you?
I'm alright, mate. I am fine.
So it's been a while. You're
It has.
deputizing for Sam tonight, who obviously can't make the race.
Yeah.
It's a massive race for Mercedes, though, because they want to get that Constructors' Championship back from Red Bull. How do you think your pace is? Do you think you'll be able to help Mercedes win the title tonight?
Well, I'm hoping to, but I am not too sure. I haven't done many laps on this game in a very long time. I am fully just waiting for the new game to come out because of all the issues but it's been a while. I've done about 4 or 5 laps since coming on. And now I'm doing okay, but I'm hoping to keep the constructors with the team.
Will you be racing next season with Mercedes?
Not sure.
Would
We'll
you
have
like
to see.
to? Would you like to race full time with Sam again?
I would like to return back to league racing, but we'll see what the new game brings.
Sean, what's your input on that?
I mean, nothing really is set in stone for
Mm.
the season after next season. I have my two drivers, of course.
Yeah, Camo and Sam
Cam and
Rose.
Sam. But the season after that, nothing is set in stone. So I mean, anything can happen.
Well, I'd love to see Monks back, and I think that's a statement that's reciprocated by a lot of people. Of course, you've done a lot for this league in both iterations of it, and we would be very happy to have you back. And of course, best of luck tonight, my friend.
Thank you.
And from one Mercedes driver to a Mercedes driver of the future, we'll get a word with Camo as he prepares to take on his last race in the white of Haas. Camo, can you hear me? Hello, Camo? I can see you're trying
Hello?
to talk, but there's a problem.
Now,
Oh,
I
he's
hear you.
there we go. Hello, Camo. So, Camo, it's the end of an era as one door opens, as one door closes, I should say, another one opens. Last race for Haas, last race for Grippy as team principal. Are you going to go out with a bang?
I don't. Yeah, I hope so, but I don't know.
Just looking at the situation now, Haas are in a decent position to finish fourth in the constructors' standings. Would that be a nice parting gift before heading to the team that could win the title tonight?
Yeah, yeah.
Looking towards next season, though, of course, you've got the big boss. You've got Sean, who's obviously been very influential and picks his drivers because he knows they'll do well. Is there a sense of responsibility that you'll have to live up to next season? Do you think you'll be able to challenge for race wins next season, maybe start a title challenge?
Well, after the leaks about control players will be faster or faster than they are in F1 23, so yeah, I think I will be much faster to be honest.
Thank you very much, Cameron, and best luck tonight in your last race for Haas.
Thank you.
Let's get a word with Marcel, who may or may not be server muted. We'll try and get that sorted. Before we get to Marcel, though, wow, the
Hello.
turnout tonight in the commentary chat has been absolutely amazing. Good evening, Marcel. How are you?
Not too well, but good enough.
So it's been a mixed season for you. Obviously, debuting with Aston Martin back in Australia, you showed a lot of early pace. What's this season been like for you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Maybe like a 6. A lot of dumb mistakes, a lot of unfortunate incidents, but yeah, let's see what today is gonna bring.
Is there a podium on the line tonight?
If opportunity presents itself, and definitely.
What's your future for next season? Will you be staying with Aston Martin? Is there a move in the offing?
Depends on if I buy F1 24 and when I buy F1 24. Because the beta, like some tracks, is just a very weird handling, but we will see that in the future.
Well, thank you very much, Marcel, and best luck tonight.
Thank you.
We'll talk to Liberty, who is in the twilight of the McLaren era.
Hi.
Evening, Liberty. How are you?
Good, pretty good.
So, last race for McLaren before moving to VCARB next season. Has it been a harmonious relationship at the British outfit for you?
I have not enjoyed my time here.
Why is that?
Well, first of all, I don't really like McLaren. I just moved here just to get all the team, just to be in one team for every season of TRL. But this season hasn't been mine. It hasn't been a good season at all.
So, looking at next season, you're moving to VCARB. What's the ambition for the F1 24 era? Can you start challenging for race wins?
Well, we will see. I'll see how the car handles. If it handles like F1 22, yes, definitely.
Well, I actually do not respect that opinion whatsoever. But each to their
Wow.
own. Best of luck tonight, Liberty.
Thank you. Bye.
Edging ever closer towards the final qualifying session of the season. Let's talk with Bulba.
Hello.
Hi, Bulba.
hear
How
me?
are you? Yes, we can.
Well, not the best option possible. I can't race final race, and we are 2 points behind Haas, so not ideal, of course.
It has been quite a great late season revival for you. Obviously, will you be staying with AlphaTauri next season?
Hopefully, I get the contract, but I think I will. Yeah, I'm talking to my team principal, and I think I will get the contract next season.
Will there be a Camo or a Bulbo in this case? Will there be a Bulbo revival next season? Do you think you'll be able to challenge for wins?
I hope so. I don't know how F1 24 works, so I have no clue.
Well, thank you very much, Bulba. Best of luck
Thank you.
next season.
Good luck, everybody.
Sean, a lot of the drivers saying the same things about F1 24, though. We're heading into a very uneven playing field. You'd like to think, though.
I mean, I'd like to think it becomes closer.
Yeah,
really.
definitely.
I don't think there will be too much between controller and a wheel from next year. From from what I've heard, I haven't tested a game yet, and so I wouldn't know. But what I've heard, it will be a very what's it called? Setup heavy game. You need a good setup to be fast. And it will be more setup heavier than the previous games. What I've heard, and that is something that will play into everything for everyone next season. And not just here, but in every other league, even the pros, F1 Esports World Champion or whatever it's called now, I don't know. And yeah, it will factor in a whole new way. That will be very interesting to see.
Of course, next season is hopefully going to be the best we have ever seen. We've had some brilliant championship fights in the 2 seasons we have existed now. This has certainly been a 10 out of 10 one, though. Slightly of an anticlimactic ending with the way the championship is shaping up. But anything could happen, and there might be a few shocks tonight, Sean.
Yeah.
I have a beta test advantage.
I
have the beta test advantage.
Of course you have.
I like the reference to that. I like the reference to that.
I have the least.
Yeah. I mean, I can
Yeah,
add to
I'm
Sean's
glad
comment about the beta. Yep, what?
Right, well, the lobby is starting to fill up now.
Yep.
We're getting ever closer now.
Indeed.
The tension is building. I'm on the edge of my seat here. It's not the closest championship battle we could have foreseen, but it's still very nerve-wracking, especially in that Constructors' Championship fight. And I know you're obviously biased towards Mercedes yourself, Sean, but who do you think deserves that Constructors' title?
All 3 of the teams that are in it, obviously. They have done a brilliant job to be up there, to be that close to each other. So, I mean, it can go anywhere. All 3, every team that is in a fight, every driver that is in a fight, will I will say deserve it, because they do deserve it. They have been there every race. They have been doing good every race as well. I won't say no team deserves it, because they obviously do, because they're up there.
Well, it is going to be a brilliant fight. Ahnaf has now joined the Discord voice chat. Of course, Ahnaf will be racing tonight. It is going to be very high attendance as well, which is always something we love to see. We'll be getting underway in around 10 minutes, we'll say, maybe less, hopefully
Yeah.
less. But we will have one last musical interlude piece before the qualifying begins, and it's coming up in a few moments' time.
Hecaron, please mute yourself while being in his voice chat.
So here are the Opta Championship percentages. Valtteri has a 6% chance of it, Hecaron a 4% chance of it, Raya the outstanding favourite though, at a 90% chance to win the title. But back in 2012, the BBC commissioned a montage before the 2012 Brazilian Grand Prix that featured all the classic F1 title fights. And we're going to play that now. It has certainly been a dramatic title fight. And it goes to the wire. Will it be Ryu? Will it be Bottas? Or will it be Hecaron? We're going to find out. We're back in a few moments. Oh god, that's an advert. Oh dear.
Oh god.
That's very reliable. I'm muted it very quickly. So who is it going to be?
No ads without getting paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are we missing?
So-
We are missing one driver.
Well, we'll find out who. But who's it going to be? The title
We are missing
showdown.
WTF freak right now.
Yeah.
Hello.
So- Hey!
Yeah.
But who's it going to be? Mute yourself! So who is it going to be? The title showdown is next. I didn't want Sean tapping out. That didn't work. That did not work at all.
It
You
did
heard a bit
not.
of it, but it didn't. It didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want Sean tapping out of it, but
Well, I still
yeah.
have to tab out.
Do you?
Yes, because if you go into
Could-
stream, because if you go onto stream, you only see my face. I have to fix that. Well, what I can what I can do.
Hold on. I'll if you could, we have
No, no.
time. We have time. I will send it to you.
No, it's not. Yeah, we have time. Just send it to
We
me.
have. I will send
Yeah.
it to you, and you can play it.
Yeah.
That was because I tried to do the exact same thing. I tried to play a little clip in a stream I was in the other night, and it worked. So
Hopefully my game
The-
doesn't crash now.
yeah, that'd be fantastic. That would just be the EA way to decide the world championship, and just Sean
Wait,
can't
not
get a
not
race.
because I'm changing my settings real quick. I'm changing to
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Windows.
Oh, by the way, how are the
and-
how are the lobby settings?
They were perfect. They were perfect.
Too good. But championships have been decided on the final day before
I'm-
take 1984 and
I am now
1994
tabbed
as well.
out. I'm still in the lobby. Yeah. So wait, no, I can't.
Well, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. When I stop talking, Sean will start playing. Title races have been decided on the final day before, and these are some of the best. The title decider is next.
up into second position, and in doing so has taken the lead in the World Championship. Alain Prost takes the checkered flag to win in Portugal, but provided Niki Lauda appears in the next 15 seconds or so, and there he is. There is the world champion of 1984.
And off speeds Piquet. Wow-wee, this could change the race. And look at that! That is Nigel Mansell.
What an absolute tragedy for Mansell.
And Alain Prost wins the Australian Grand Prix. He wins the World Championship of 1986.
Schumacher's off. Schumacher's lost time.
Yeah.
Hill goes by.
Oh, out goes Schumacher, and Damon Hill only has to keep going to be world champion of 1994, but can he keep going?
Hill shaking his head. He knows in his heart of hearts that it is all over.
And the 1994 World Championship has been won, a lot of people will say by default, by Michael Schumacher.
Villeneuve is all over him, look, he's going
He's
through.
through.
Oh yes.
Oh,
I don't think.
Out goes Michael Schumacher.
That didn't work. That didn't work, Michael. You hit the wrong part of him, my friend. I don't think that will
So,
cause
when the fuck are we
Villeneuve a
going?
problem.
And Jacques Villeneuve settles for third place and the World Championship of 1997. Wow!
Alonso tries to block. Hamilton looks desperate here. What's happening? His car is grinding to a halt. Is this the end of the World Championship dream for Lewis Hamilton? He is going to be world champion. Kimi Raikkonen wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. This is amazing. Just 5 laps to go, and nerves are jangling. Oh my goodness me! Vettel's taken the place, and that could cost Hamilton the World Championship. Massa comes through to claim his 6th victory of the season. He has done everything he needed to do.
Is that Glock going slowly?
It is, it's Glock. Oh my goodness me! Hamilton's back in position again, and I'm sure that he is going to claim 5th place to become
Yes!
the 2008 Formula One World Champion. Who will be champion today as we leave the grid in Abu Dhabi?
Okay, I know and I see you are doing your best, but
When are we starting?
Never.
He's careful not to lose. Almost going off the track. Alonso there, a little mistake. And now Sebastian Vettel wins in Abu Dhabi to be drivers' champion for 2010.
There we go, it's done.
Well, here we go then. 3 men, 1 title. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix qualifying session potentially could decide the title as early as the race getting underway, and we are almost ready to go. Mr. Storm and Sean in the commentary box. 1 final race in F1 23, 1 final race in Season 2, this to decide the World Championship. Sean, are you ready?
I indeed am.
I'll take that as a no.
No, no,
Okay,
I
there we go.
Indeed am.
Yeah. Well, it is time to decide a champion, but first we have to go through 18 minutes, sorry, of qualifying, followed by 29 laps of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. This is it. This is D-Day. It is the final race of the championship. It is either Ryu, Bottas, or Hakaron, and qualifying is underway. Very good evening to you all then. If you're just joining us, welcome along. It is finally here after 84 days of a duel that has transcended words. 3 men have the chance to etch their name into history. Will it be Ryu? Will it be Bottas? Or will it be Hakaron? It looks like it's Ryu's at the moment due to the substantial gap he has at the front of the championship. But anything can still happen. Both championships to be decided tonight. This season, I must just still join the commentary box as per usual by Sean. One final race, one last qualifying session. Who's going to get it, Sean?
I mean, it's Tyrrell. Anything obviously can happen. So I'm not counting anything out. But by the looks of it, it is Ryu Zappu that will be crowned world champion after this race. He has pretty much both hands on the trophy already, but he does need a minimum of 3 points or 4 points to win it.
That is easier said than done, to be fair, when there are 13 drivers racing this evening. Of course, there is the eventuality that if Ryu does retire, a win will do it for Skyscap and for Heckron. And Skyscap will be one of the first drivers to come out behind Liberty Wait in the McLaren, their final race, before they transfer to VCarb for next season. The final swan song on F1 23. It's been a turbulent game, to say the least. The last qualifying session of what has been a momentous season. And we were here in this situation back in February, whenever Ryu won this race, in that brilliant duel with Heckron, of course, Sean. Heckron getting that time penalty, slugging it out in the soft compound tyre. I don't think we're going to see anything like that tonight. But there are a whole list of fantastic faces on the grid.
There indeed is. And I mean, it will be a great finale. A lot of action, and I am very much looking forward to this. And it will start with qualifying. Every lap counts.
And of course, if any of the main...
If one of the three championship leaders are not on it, then it's over for them. You have to be on it from quali if you want to have a chance.
Well, you would like to think that Skyscap is the weakest of the three in terms of qualifying pace, but his race pace has been fantastic this season. But he will go first this evening, followed by Liberty in the McLaren. What does the final qualifying session of the season have to offer? Skyscap will throw down the gauntlet first, coming across the line to start his first run. 6th gear, 7th gear, nearly gets into 8th before dropping it down into 3rd gear for turn number 1, rising up the gears and putting foot flat to the floor for the flat out turn 2 and the flat out turn number 3, coming up towards that first sector split now into 8th gear. He goes, he sets a 17.290 as he heads down towards turn 5. Where, of course, Verstappen went past Hamilton to win the race and the championship in 2021. Down towards the first DRS sector off the track, activates the rear wing and the rear slot on his rear wing. Hurtling down that back straight now, 320, 330 nearly kilometers an hour, reaches 328 before slowing it down to 77 kilometers an hour in 2nd gear for the chicane. Lovely exit out there, activates the DRS once more, comes the fin. Down the 2nd back straight and then into the turn 9 left-hander, 52.756 in that middle sector. Ryu will follow him across. He is just behind Liberty Wait. Ryu will set a 52.592, so it does look like Ryu will be heading to the top of the timesheets as it stands. Into the hotel section comes Skyscap, flicking it from right to left and then to left again. 4th gear, this is where Latifi crashed in 2021, and then into the final 2 right-handers on this track. 6th gear through the penultimate corner, then dropping it down into 3rd for the final corner. What is this lap time going to be for Skyscap? It's a 1 minute 22.330 to go to the top of the timesheets. Liberty will come across 2nd. It's at a 1 minute 24.624. But here comes Ryu Zappu. It's a 1 minute 22.115. And that is the lap that he needed. It is the perfect start to this session. Coming across the line next is LFC Monks in the Mercedes. 1 minute 22.651 to slot into 3rd. And then next up is Camo in the Haas in his last race before moving to Mercedes. Will set a 1 minute 22.842. Oscar in his final race before traveling around Europe in the summer in the Red Bull wants to go out with a bang. Will he be able to help his teammate? Goes into 2nd position. That's a fantastic lap from Oscar. A purple final sector. 1 minute 22.223. But after the first runs, Ryu's in control at the moment. Sean.
Indeed is. This championship rival in Hector hasn't even been out for a single run yet. Hasn't even left the pits at all. He's still sitting there waiting for some reason.
Well, here comes Sky up towards the line. Sky will go into 7th on 1:23.539. Cludden will just about start a lap. Only 3 drivers who haven't set time. Heckron, Magnesheep and Cludden. Magnesheep backed out of run and went into the pits. Here's your order then though. Ryu and Oscar occupying the front 2 slots on the grid. This would mean if a race finish like this, that Red Bull would secure their 2nd Constructors' Championship in a row. Skyscap is in 3rd. Monks in his first race back is in 4th. Camo and Marcel 5th and 6th. Ahnaf, Guy, AK Monsters and Liberty round out the top 10 as Heckron's come out onto the track. Sean, we're in the nervy points of this qualifying session now. It's been the perfect start for Ryu. Heckron needs to get pole and really needs a miracle to go for his way in the race. We have a yellow flag for 3 and then going very slowly down the straight. That's Heckron, that is Ahnaf, and it's also Sky. But really, Sean, Heckron needs the biggest of miracles. Do you think he could get it?
It's herald. Anything can happen. We saw it last year or last season in Brazil. It wasn't planned at all, but instead the guy who will not be named took out Ryu in Brazil and handed the championship. I mean, we could see something to say. I would never hope that on him. I felt very bad after the race last season. What had happened. Yeah, you could never wish something like that upon anybody. I mean, it could happen again. It could happen again, you never know. Heckron starts his back.
Well, he needs this to be perfect. He needs to head right to the top of the timing screens for minute 22.115 to be first sector split for Heckron. It is a 17.134, and that is an impressive enough start. Of course, we had a miniature race between the 3 title contenders earlier on today. It was a sort of a no-rules race that Skyscap ended up winning. But Heckron has said he has got pace as he hurdles down the first long backstart track using all the road as he reaches 330 kilometers an hour, then drops it all the way down to second gear and 75 kilometers an hour, flicks it from left to right, and then opens it up for the second back straight, activates the DRS, that rear slot on his rear wing coming down towards turn 9. He goes middle sector split. It will be a 52.377, and that crucially is slower than Ryu's, despite the game suggesting it's a middle sector, a purple middle sector. In towards the hotel section he comes through the double right-hander and then into the main right-hander, then into the double left, 3rd gear through the first part and remaining in 4th. The second big slide though, big slide, and Heckron's first run has gone absolutely abysmally, but he will finish it, and he will only slot as he has another massive slide. He will slot into 7th with a 1:22.888, and that is the perfect start for Ryu in this session as he comes out of the pits.
Yeah, that's not the start that Heckron wanted at all. He went out later to get a tiny bit better track condition and then a free track, and he had a chance to go past us, but he threw it out the window. With a
abysmal last sector.
Yeah, abysmal last sector and a slower middle sector than Chapter. He threw it out. He threw his lap away completely.
Well, Magnesheep is starting his second flying lap of the session. Of course, he aborted his first due to a poor final sector, I believe it was, activated the DRS as he will come down that back straight at the middle sector split. He sets a 53.371, so Magnesheep really struggling with the pace. Alfa Romeo currently leading the Constructors' Championship. Skyscap in 3rd position with Magnesheep down in 13th. Magnesheep should rise up the order though. AK Monsters will slot himself into 12th, of course. everyone but Magnus has set a lap time at this stage of the session towards the final few corners. Comes the Finn, who of course is making a full-time return to racing in Season 3, his last race for the Alfa Romeo outfit. Alfa Romeo's last race in general for their rebrand to Kicksauber. Magnus goes into 11th. Here comes Ryu though, Sean.
Yeah, he's about to start his lap.
Well, you'd like to think if Ryu can improve, it's certainly a scary proposition for anyone. Currently 10th in front of his teammate, currently 2 tenths in front of Skyscap in 3rd position, who is just going behind him. Ryu Zappa will be the first of the championship contenders to go once again in this session. In a pretty decent first sector on his first run. First sector this time around 93 thousandths of a second quicker. Skyscap himself is 8 thousandths of a second quicker, so Ryu currently 85 thousandths of a second net in front of the man who's second in the World Championship. Coming down the back straight, he will not get a slipstream from Magnus. Will Skyscap do the same? It doesn't look like he's got enough road. Will Magnus get out of his way? You'd like to think he will. Maybe Alfa Romeo will get a bit of a tow down the back straight. Ryu coming up towards that middle sector split. It does look like Skyscap will get a bit of a tow from his teammate. Ryu Zappa, the middle sector split, is 1.5 tenths up. A purple middle sector. Skyscap himself is 86 thousandths of a second up. So Ryu gaining yet more time on Skyscap as he heads in towards the hotel section, into the right-hand corner of turn 12 in 3rd gear, then into 4th for the next small kick of oversteer. This is where Heckler lost the car. Ryu's lost it as well.
Yeah.
Ryu had a bit of time to fall back on, but will pit, which
Yeah.
means that Skyscap will be the only driver to come up towards the line. Ekron, interesting enough, is going again 2 tenths off in the first sector, but here comes Skyscap up to the line. It's only second with a 1/10 improvement, and Ryu can be very thankful that that has just happened. Hekron has set a purple middle sector, I think.
No,
The game might be lying to us, yeah.
1900 slower than his previous time.
Yeah. Well, of course, Hekron will have found a lot of time should he not make a mistake in that final sector. Oh, big moment for Hekron! And he is really struggling in that final sector. He is really feeling the pressure at the moment, as he is relegated, or will probably be relegated, down into 7th, or lower than that. Cludden coming up towards the line in the Alpine. Will he go quicker? The answer is yes. Hekron down into 8th position. But with only a few minutes left in this session, drivers starting to feel the heat, Sean.
They indeed are. Especially Hekron there. He has had 2 laps where he has thrown out the last sector. He's really struggling with that last sector, and that's not good for his championship hopes at all.
If you were Hekron, what would be going through your mind at the moment, Sean?
Not good things. No good things at all.
Sky is, I believe, on an in-lap. Cludden's on an in-lap. AK Monsters is on an in-lap as well. A few drivers on out-laps as well. Skyscap will peel into the pit lane. Oscar will do so as well. Oscar getting back into 2nd position by 7 thousandths of a second over Skyscap. Ryu Zappa still at the front of the field though, and it will be the perfect Red Bull ending should they get a 1-2. Of course, if they finish like this, they would win the Constructors' Championship for the 2nd season in a row, which will be the perfect parting gift for Hoban, and of course, we'll have a new look Red Bull next season. Four and a bit minutes to go, Sean. The pressure now building. We're nearly in the end game of this qualifying session. Things getting very exciting indeed.
Yeah, they're getting very exciting. And yeah, as you said, by the looks of it, Rosetta will take pole position. He is the fastest driver out there today by the unit. Ekron hasn't found his groove, hasn't found his jam yet, and as you said when quali started, Skyscap's real pace is in the race and not really qualifying. So by the look, and we've seen that throughout the season. We've seen Zappa and Hekron dominating in qualifying. They've been them on pole every week in, week out. But Skyscap does come alive in the races. That is what's important. at this current moment. But then again, you now have to hope that Zap will DNF if you're if you're Skyscap and Hecron. You have to hope you DNFs now.
Well, Liberty is on presumably their final flying lap as they hurtle down that back straight, of course, in their final race for the Flower before transferring to VCOB for next season. They said it was a very, very poor first run. Apparently playing Gran Turismo 7 too much, which really I can't blame Liberty for doing. Down the back straight they come at that middle sector split. Liberty is 59 thousandths of a second down. Liberty really struggling with the Abu Dhabi track. But crucially, Hecron is out on track first, but Ryu Zappu will be the first of the championship contenders to go first in this final qualifying run. Guys, still not on out onto the track either.
Liberty
has crashed.
Crashes into the wall. Very weirdly, I have to say. He just didn't turn into the corner at all. You just went straight on and hit the wall.
Yeah. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. It's been a very tough qualifying. But anyway, away from the back and back to the front. Ryu Zappu, this could be the moment that he secures the World Championship, not in the race, but by putting too much of a gauntlet down via his qualifying pace. Through the first couple of corners he comes. The Mexican Maestro, of course, looking for a first Turbo Racing League world title and a third Drivers' Championship in all the leagues he's participated in. First sector split 78 thousandths of a second up, and that is certainly a frightening start. Cludden is disconnected. Hopefully we'll be able to get him back for the start of the race. Down the back straight comes Ryu Zappu, 6th, 7th gear, and then finally into 8th. One last push, he heads into 320 km/h territory, coming down in towards the chicane of 6 and 7, dropping it all the way down to 3rd gear and 75 km/h. Lovely run through that first chicane. Small kick and roller steer before he activates DRS once again.
He backs out.
He backs out.
Yeah, he backs out.
Well, he will be able to go again, crucially.
Yeah.
But Hecron, now the focus goes to Hecron. What will he be able to do? He struggled so much in these opening qualifying runs. Will he finally be able to put the goods together and get a pole position up? No!
Invalidates.
But crucially, he'll be able to go again as well. So it's now down to Skyscap. Skyscap will be the last driver, it looks like, to cross the line.
Yep.
So Ryu replenishing his ERS, will go again.
Crucially lets his teammate pass. He lets his teammate pass to get the toe from him.
We'll see what Red Bull are able to do. Ryu will be able to go again, so will Hecron. Skyscap will have to start a flying run. It is take 2 for the championship leader, who really needs this lap. Out of the final corner he comes for the second time. 30 seconds left in this qualifying session. Ryu Zappu is away. Marcel's now retired. He thinks he has done enough for 6th position on the grid. That probably isn't going to be the case, because look how close the grid is between 6th and 10th position. Ryu Zappu hurting his way through the first couple of corners. 77 thousandths up on that first run. Now only 34 thousandths of a second up. Skyscap is coming for the first couple of corners, so is Hecron. So all three of the championship contenders have their last chance saloon now, as Ryu will come down the back straight, 300 km/h. Camo has been disqualified. That's very strange.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens to him later. Ryu using all the road on the outside of the track, clipping the apex there, and then clipping the apex for the second part of the chicane. This is where he backed out on his last run. It looks like he will go to the end here, regardless of what is happening. Middle sector split for Ryu Zappu. Will it be an improvement on his personal best? The answer is yes, by nearly a 1/10 of a second. Personal best, purple middle sector.
Huge moment from Ryu Zappu out of that hairpin. Huge moment, as he has to go. He had to go wider. He went really wide.
Well, the question is, can he find time in the final sector for the double left-hander? He comes 4th gear, rising into 5th, and then into 6th, flat out for the penultimate corner. Will it be an improvement? Oscar goes quickest! And now Ryu might be in trouble. Up to the line he comes. Is it enough? No, it's not!
It's not enough!
So here comes Skyscap. Has Oscar inadvertently ruined Ryu's chance of pole position? It looks like he has. Skyscap to the line. Not enough! Here comes Hecron! Pole! Oh, wow! Oh, wow! What a lap!
What a lap!
What a lap!
From Hecron there.
Hecaron out of nowhere for pole position and the perfect start to this final race. Hecaron first, Ryu third, Skyscap fourth. What a qualifying!
That's even worse for Sapu there, since his teammate out-qualified him in the moment when he doesn't need it. No need for that. I thought Sapu was letting him pass so he could get a toe from him, but no, he lets him pass and gets the lap first, and then he goes and takes a provisional pole from him, and then he goes and takes, but then Hecaron takes pole position. So that's all for nothing for the Red Bull team. It's a 2-3 for Red Bull, Ryu Sapu down to third, and that's not what they need at all.
Well, we don't know what the Red Bull strategy was. Presumably, Hecaron was had a fantastic lap. There is your qualifying order. We'll get back to the Red Bull strategy in a minute. Hecaron qualifying on pole position by 3.5 tenths of a second from Oscar in second and Ryu in third. Crucially, Skyscap is down to fourth. The third row is occupied by Monks and Sky in the Mercedes and the Williams. Marcel Cludden, Magnus Sheep and AK Monsters round out the top 10 with Afnaf and Liberty at the back of the grid. Camo wants his place reinstated. But Red Bull, with the most calamitous error that gives Hecaron pole position and demotes Ryu down to third, the final race of the season. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is next.
Yeah.
Fasten your seatbelts and prepare for one last epic ride. 3 contenders, all with a chance to win the World Championship. Ryu has started well enough, you would like to think. He can finish between 1st and 8th position and clinch the championship. Hecaron and Bottas need a miracle. It's the final round of 12, the final ever race on F123 in this league. It is the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, commentary coming from Mr. Storm and Shan. It is the final race of the season, my friend. Hecaron has started well enough. Will Ryu's confidence have taken a slight knock? We will have, of course, live updates of the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship throughout the weekend. As it would stand, Red Bull would just about lead us as we're ready to go to the final formation lap of the season. Let's take a look at what compounds the drivers are starting on. It is mixed, but most of the grid has opted for the medium compound tyre. Hecaron is on the mediums. Oscar, interestingly, on the hards. Ryu, Skyscap, Monks, Sky, Marcel and Cludden all on the mediums. Magnus Sheep and AK Monsters up for the hards. Arthnaf is the only driver in the field to go for the softs. Liberty and Camo on the mediums, but it's one last drill. 29 more laps on this game. 29 laps to decide a king of this league. Who's going to be, Sean?
Hard to say. From that qualifying, hard to say. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Guy is suffering technical issues.
Yeah, he can't steer.
Yeah, so that's a big problem for Sky, but I doubt we'll restart the lobby because of it. But however, that may act as a problem, because if he goes into the back of someone on the opening lap, then that may
he qualified
be very
quite
bad
high.
indeed.
He qualified quite high up as well. He
Guy's
qualified-
left, okay, Sky, yeah.
Right,
So we'll see what Sky's able to do.
He left the session, yeah, and hopefully he can sort his issues
out relatively quickly. And he has to get it done very quickly, you'd like to think. So it is the final formation lap of the season. Hecaron will lead the grid around. Hecaron has none of that wishy-washy nonsense. He doesn't like to go to the back or the middle of the field. He does the formation lap where he qualifies, or normally just goes to the front. 2 Mercedes will occupy the grid, and it's interesting to see, will Monks try and slow the field down? That will certainly be interesting. Of course, Hecaron does have a big gap, though, as his teammate will join him. It is a strategy battle, of course. What on earth is going to happen as the grid lines up? And it will take a while for the grid to form. Of course, Camo is a very long way behind.
Yeah, and it's not
So
it's not just camo. It's the
A lot
Aston
in the back of the grid.
Yeah, it's the Aston Martin of Marcel as well, and I think is that a Ferrari?
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
It's an also now for
it's
me.
a
I think it's a
Ferrari.
Magnasheep. Yeah, Magnasheep.
Yeah,
So-
Magnaship as well.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. 84 days since the first race of the season, which Ryu won back in Melbourne, and we are almost ready to go. Will it be the man in third position, Ryu Zappa? Will it be the man in fourth, Skyscraper? Will it be the
has
man on pole
ang-
position, Hecaron?
Sauda has angled that very, very aggressively to try to go.
He has.
Yeah, very aggressively to try to.
Well, here we go. Green flag at the back for the final time this season. We go to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights. Who will be champion this evening? The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix is... What the hell has Sky done? We're underway in Abu Dhabi. Sky has spun after jump starting, but it's a fantastic start from Raya Zappa, who's up to second immediately. Monks is past Oscar. Sky has been disqualified. Skyscap drops down to fifth, but it is the good start that Hecaron needed. He leads the race with Raya Zappa in second position. Of course, none of this will matter if Raya finishes between first and eighth position. Hecaron has the whole shot, though. He leads in towards turn 5. Raya in second. Monks, crucially, is in third. So it is a Mercedes sandwich with Raya second. Oscar's around. Skyscap's around.
Skyscap's around.
Front wing damage. Front wing damage for Skyscap there, I believe. So Skyscap's championship is over as Ryu takes the lead.
Yeah.
Hecaron dies on the inside though. I will give him room as they come in towards the chicane. It does look like there was a small bit of contact. Hecaron has to do everything in his power tonight to make sure that he wins this race and to make sure that Ryu will struggle. Of course, Ryu had the pace, but Hecaron put together a blistering qualifying lap. If he does anything like this in the race, you'd like to think he'll win the race, but he will not win the war. The best start needed though for Ryu. He's up from third to first position as he leads the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix current live championship standings. He would win the world title. He would get over 200 points as well. Hecaron is in second position with his teammate Monks in his first TRL race back. Marcel has had a moment. Marcel has spun. Skyscap has gone past Camo, who's starting to struggle. But look at the gap the front three have pulled out.
Yeah, they have pulled out a massive gap, a 3-second gap. The P5, P4 already. That's huge for
Skyscap hits.
all of
Skyscap
them.
hits.
As he gets
So
more
Skyscap
damage
now,
from,
yeah.
from contact with Sauda in the pit lane.
You would like to think, though, Sean, that now Skyscap's main ambitions for a safety car to come out. If you're starting on the mediums, you'll probably be pitting around lap 14 to 19. Small moment there for Hecaron coming out of turn number 5, but let the slipstream battle begin. Monks is keeping with them. Look at how Ryu is defending as Hecaron goes right out onto the grass to take the lead of the race again. Nothing Ryu can do there. All he has to do is sit back. It doesn't matter what Hecaron does, as long as Ryu finishes within the top 8. AK Monsters and Marcel have gone past Cludden. AK Monsters now racing Cludden, who's got a little bit of front wing damage. Marcel as well. But look at the gap now that Hecaron's pulled out in Ryu. Now it's all over to Monks to depose Ryu off second position.
Yeah, it's all about Monks here. He needs to play the perfect team game. Roles are reversed from Abu Dhabi 2021. Back then, it was the 2 Red Bulls that had to fight a Mercedes. Now it's 2 Mercedes that has to fight
Marcel's
a Red Bull.
around. Marcel has
Yeah.
spun coming into the hotel section. But that gap that the front 3 have pulled out is simply sensational as DRS is enabled. Hecaron sets the fastest lap off the race. Now the DRS game begins. Will Hecaron back his teammate into his teammate? Or sorry, will Hecaron back Ryu Zappa into his teammate in order to get Monks potentially past Ryu? We'll have a live Constructors Championship update very soon. But as it stands, Ryu will be on for his first World Championship in the Turbo Racing League era. Ryu will, of course, have the first bite of the cherry off the drag reduction system. Will he be able to get past? Let's find out. He is gaining in a straight line here, but it does look like Hecaron has got enough of a gap. Ryu is managing to gain, but will not be able to get past into the 6 and 7 chicane. Monk's nearly a second behind as Marcel pits. Oscar and Skyscap make up a crucial slot on the racetrack. Ryu's got a lot closer coming out of the chicane, though. He will probably won't be able to make the move coming in towards turn 9, but he is getting very close indeed. Of course, these two sparred for the victory in last season's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It was the last race of the season. Then, of course, Hecaron, of course, had that time penalty, which rid him of winning the Grand Prix.
Magnesheep
Magnesheep
is
has
up
gone
to
past
3,
Otnaf,
4.
and Otnaf
Yeah.
has got back in front. Here comes Liberty, who'll go past Magnesheep. Magnesheep had a big moment there.
Yeah.
Magnesheep now starting to fall down the order. Otnaf is struggling though. Magnesheep goes past Liberty. Wait, Heckron's got a penalty!
A 3-second time penalty already. And that's not what he wants. A 3-second time penalty 3 laps in. That's not good at all. That's his race. Pretty much
Ruined for
done.
now.
Yeah, ruined for now if Sapu doesn't DNF. He'd have to hope for a DNF from Sapu here. That's all he can hope for now.
Well, what is going through Heckron's mind now? Probably a few expletives, wondering how on earth has it gone so badly, so quickly. Ryu has gained a little bit of time on the
Monks is
opening few
outside
corners of
DRS.
lap 4. He is, yeah. So Monks' strategy has now backfired, so which means it's a two-way fight for the Grand Prix victory. Of course,
Yeah.
Ryu would now be in the net lead. Heckron would be down in 3rd position. Everything is falling into Ryu's hands as Oscar sets the fastest lap of the race. The card's well and truly in the Mexican's corner. What on earth is going to happen here? We've still got a very, very long way to go. But Ryu in the driving seat, not in the lead on track, just like in last season's race. He was in the exact same situation. He won the race via Heckron's late penalty. Heckron now in a very dangerous position as Magnesheep goes past Otnaf again. Otnaf will go up the inside, will try and hold the position. Of course, he's on the soft compound tyre.
Yeah.
Liberty is just waiting to strike. If these two come together, Magnesheep will hold on to the place. Otnaf will go right around the outside, coming into the hotel section, which translates to the inside for the next corner. Contact made. And Magnesheep is now starting to struggle. Liberty nearly goes into the back of Magnesheep as more contacts made between Magnesheep and Otnaf.
Yeah.
What a move from Liberty there, as he's forced to go right around the outside of Otnaf,
So-
who's a terrible run coming out of the penultimate corner. Contact made! Otnaf's around! Otnaf's around!
Otnaf's around.
The Otnaf in the Ferrari, having a terrible race so far.
Yeah.
Down to 8th position. But now look at this. Heckron has now extended a 2nd gap. Ryu, crucially, not in DRS, and Heckron may start to get away here.
Yeah, but crucially, Sapu has that ERS advantage. Heckron is completely depleted of ERS, and while Sapu is on 20%. But a 3-second gap is still not enough. He needs Sapu to DNF here. He needs him to DNF. Otherwise, Sapu is the champion of the world.
Well, Red Bull would have a 2-point lead on Alfa Romeo as it stands. Red Bull would lead by 276 to 274 as Otnaf has spun once again, and Oscar might be able to make up a position very shortly indeed. Camo is very close to the rear of Skyscap, whose championship challenge is now well and truly over within the first few laps of this one. But Heckron only needs to make a 1.5 seconds now to get back into the lead of this race, which would see Alfa Romeo as it stands back into the lead of the championship should Heckron get back into the net lead of the race. Still a long way to go here. The current live constructors standings, as if it finished like this, Mercedes would be on 289 points in the lead. Crucially enough, Red Bull will be 2 points in front of Alfa Romeo, 276 to 274. Now that's going to change because Oscar and Skyscap have moved up to 8th and 9th respectively as they make up further positions following Otnaf's unfortunate few laps. Marcel moves into 11th in potentially his final race for Aston Martin. AK Monsters has gone past Liberty on the straight. AK now into 5th in the Haas. But Sean, Ryu's kept the gap well. Heckron still needs to find a 2.5.
Yeah, it does. A 2.5 is needed here if he wants to win the Constructors' Championship. The Drivers' Championship is pretty much gone here. It would take a miracle for Riasapu to DNF.
Well, he has retired off driver error in the past before, if you think back to Miami when he crashed on the final lap of the race in a comfortable 2nd position, of course.
Yeah.
Will that happen this evening? Most likely not the case. Still, anything could happen. Ryu and Heckron could come together in a fight. Ryu could go out of the race. Ryu could retire. just on his own accord by binning it into the wall. You never know. 23 laps to go in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, but currently it's been a slow start to this one. Hecaron is doing all he can at the moment. His job is done for the moment, but of course the war is being won by Zap. As it stands, he would win the World Championship. Of course, he would finish on 203 points if it finished like this. Lap 7 of 29 in Abu Dhabi, then Hecaron leads the Grand Prix. Rai is in second, Monks are way behind in third position. Magnasheep is in fourth, okay, Monsters fifth, Liberty and Cludden are sixth and seventh. Oscar is way behind in eighth position. Skyscap struggling down in ninth. Camo has lost a lot of time to Skyscap, he's down to 10th. Marcel and Nahnaf round out the field. Hecaron, the only driver in the field with a time penalty as it stands, needs to make it 1.3 seconds to get back into the net lead of the race. Sean, with a consolation B tonight at the Constructors' Championship?
Yeah, ideally as a team principal, you want both, and I certainly want that, but yeah, one championship to the trophy cabinet isn't too bad, but ideally, when you're in the positions to get both, you want both. That has always been what I want. If we're both in the if we're in both championship, we'd go for both. I don't expect nothing less, and we've done that. We've just been quite unfortunate.
Red Bull won the Constructors' Championship around this track, of course, last season, thanks to the brilliant teamwork from Ryu and Oscar. As it stands, Oscar would need to make up a lot of places. He is gaining time on Cludden. Safety car would certainly help the cause of Red Bull, though, who do have an outside chance of the Constructors' Championship. Alfa Romeo's car is currently in 4th and 9th position. Hecaron now only has to go in his second. He has been going through a decent run of pace and form throughout these last few laps. It doesn't look like Ryu is going to fight it all that much. He doesn't need to win tonight. He is going to be very content with second place, you'd like to think.
Yeah, he doesn't need to go for the win at all here. Just drive it home. You're champion, you're world champion. Just drive it home.
Big moment for Ryu there. Ryu had a very big moment coming out of turn number 15 there. Maybe those medium tires starting to struggle, of course. Both the men at the front started on the medium. Skyscap has gone past Oscar, and Liberty's got a time penalty. So Oscar falls down to 9th position, and this is a massive moment in the Constructors' Championship as Mercedes gain a further gap on Red Bull, and Alfa Romeo will go into second place as it stands. Red Bull losing a few points there, losing 2 points specifically, as Alfa Romeo gain a little bit more ground on Mercedes at the front. Lap 9 of 29. Hecaron holding on to the lead. Now he needs to gain 7 tenths to gain the net race lead. Ryu is in second, with Monks a long way behind in third. Magnasheep fourth, with AK Monsters fifth. Liberty, Cludden, Skyscap and Oscar and Camo in 10th round out the top 10. Marcel and Ahnaf are 11th and 12th. Our only retirement so far was Sky, who had some serious problems before the beginning of the race.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. I've gotten the news that he could apparently driving whilst in spectator mode, and he could not see the three red lights.
Oh, Oscar's gone right past Skyscap.
Yeah.
Oscar's gone right past Skyscap. Skyscap dives down the inside. What a move back that was. They do make contact, though, and that's certainly not helping anyone's cause, as Oscar will go back into PA. Skyscap will crucially have DRS, though, as they head down the back straight. Has a small look to the inside. Skyscap, the door was closed, though. Will drag right around the outside and will get past in towards turn 9. Will Oscar retaliate? Skyscap covers the inside. Oscar will be forced to go the long way around. There is a small gap on the inside. Oscar will not take it, but will look for an opportunity maybe into the hotel section to prove Skyscap wrong and try and get past him. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to at the moment, though. That's the big battle at the moment, of course, for valuable Constructors' Championship points. Mercedes very happy with where they are, though, in first and third position. Monks said he would have to do a job tonight to get the Constructors' Championship for Mercedes. He's doing a great one already, Sean.
Yeah. Isn't doing fantastic here for Mercedes, and that's all they'd want, for him to do his best, and he's certainly doing that.
Oscar still gaining a little bit on Skyscope. Of course, these two will really need to bridge themselves up to Cludden in 7th position. Oscar with a small slide coming out of turn 5 will have DRS and will utilise his overtake button. Both drivers around the same level of ERS deployment remaining. Here comes Oscar in the slipstream of Skyscope in 8th position. Will not get the move done in towards the turn 6 and 7 chicane. Maybe we'll try again in towards turn 9. He did have a small look, but backed out of it.
Them fighting isn't helping their constructors wars at all.
You'd like to think that one of them would have realised that though, as Oscar will go again. We'll go
haven't
right around
realised
the
that.
outside of Skyscope into turn 9. Skyscope will hold on, but Oscar will try and use the drive on the outside. Will not be able to get past. Skyscope currently defending very well. Both drivers' ERS lights flashing. Oscar to the outside.
Both are losing
Well, they are.
time.
Well, they're not losing time because they are gaining to Cludden, who is going extraordinarily slow at the moment. Of course, Liberty has picked up a time penalty as well. So if they do, oh, Oscar hits the wall. Oscar hits the wall. Doesn't sustain damage, though. It doesn't look like it might be cosmetic, but hasn't sustained too much damage there. That's a big moment.
Yeah, that is a...
As Hecaron is now a few thousandths away from taking the net lead off the race. Hecaron is now nearly back in the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And if he were to win this race, you'd like to think the title is his, and the title is Mercedes. He does get back into that 3-second lead. Hecaron will get back into the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and Mercedes continue to extend their lead at the front of the Constructors' Championship, 3.3 seconds the gap.
Skyscap out of 10.5 there. Had a bit of a slide. He has gained over a second on Sada there by him touching the wall. And that's great breathing room for the two drivers. Or especially for Skyscap, that's great breathing room for him as he can just focus on the driver ahead.
Well, Skyscap needs to gain a massive 10 seconds, of course, with 18 laps, or 11.5 laps, I should say, left, really. Skyscap 9.6 seconds behind Cludden in 7th place, and Cludden knows he is coming. He's getting a little bit of time on Liberty, who continues to struggle in their final race for McLaren before moving to VCOB for next season. Skyscap now 9.4 seconds behind. Oscar starting to lose time. Maybe that front wing damage wasn't cosmetic. Maybe he has lost a small bit off an end plate. Ryu still losing time, and Hecaron, he doesn't need to fret though, because he is the world champion as it stands.
Yeah. Yeah, as
We asked him if it were
as it stands, Zappa is the world champion. He just needs to bring it home. No stupid mistakes, nothing. Just bring it home, and you're champion of the world, my friend. That's all you need to do. Bring it home.
Well, he's doing his job. Both men at the front are doing their respective jobs. Hecaron knew he had to win this race to stand even the slimmest chance of winning the title. Ryu's doing his job as well. It's 1st to 8th. That's the parameters for him. Currently, Skyscap a long way behind in 8th position, but is gaining time steadily on Cludden in 7th position. If he were to gain a few positions, though, the ambition would be the driver's title, but the Constructors' Championship. Ryu not doing what he did last season of using all the road he can and using all the pace left in his locker to go on and win this race. He doesn't need to win it, of course, as we've mentioned so many times this evening now. 2 seconds off his personal best. Both drivers with pretty decent levels of ERS left. Of course, Zap has 38%. Hecaron has 56%. Monks is in a lonely 3rd position, but it would be a great podium for him in his return, wouldn't you say, Sean?
Yeah. Couldn't quite hear you as my mother came in, but I agree.
Liberty's in the pits. Liberty will pit for McLaren. It might be their final pit stop in the colours of Papaya. Skyscap will go into 7th position. Oscar will go into 8th. It will be the hard compound tires, presumably to the end of this race for Liberty in the hards. And also Camo pits as well. Camo will also pit in on the medium compound tire as well. So you'd like to think that the front men will be pitting very soon. What compound will Camo go on to? Presumably the hards. Yes, it is. No front wing change. He already had that earlier on the race. This is his 2nd stop off the race. Marcel is on the soft compound tire, 10 lap old soft, which I find very interesting indeed. What will Hecaron do in the next couple of corners? Will he decide to pit, or will he decide to stay out for another few laps? It doesn't really matter what he does at the moment, because he is in a comfortable enough lead of this race. Coming into the penultimate corner, will he decide to head into the boxes? The answer is no. What about Ryu Zappa? Will he decide to go on the undercut on Hecaron? The answer is yes. Ryu will pit. Ryu will pit. penalty. You'd like to think it will be the hard compound tire to the end of this race. Will Monks decide to counter him, or will Monks stay out? Monks stays out. Now that's interesting, because we'll be able to see what Mercedes will be able to do now with the teamwork game. Because if Monks does a good job, like Perez on Hamilton 2021, he might be able to back him up. And that could cause Ryu to lose the head slightly, because we know how unpleasant it is to be held behind someone. Magnesheep goes into third, so Ryu is falling down the order. AK Monsters might be able to get into fourth position as well.
No,
Ryu will probably resume out in front. He will, yeah, he will. It will be close, of course. Ryu is on cold tyres. We'll see what Mercedes and Alfa Romeo are able to do as Magnesheep goes into third position. Ryu in fourth on fresh hards.
You'd like to
Fastest
think
lap
that Hecaron does
pit this lap.
that he answers to tap his pit there. So the in-lap is crucial here.
Of course, Mercedes would have the gap to double stack both Hecaron and Monks. Fast stop of this race currently belongs to Oscar, with a win at 25.679. It would help Red Bull's Constructors' Championship cause just a little bit more, but as it stands, Mercedes are in the driving seat. Currently, the gap between Hecaron and Monks is 16 seconds. Hecaron decides, however, to stay out. Oh no, he doesn't. He pits.
Yeah.
The Hecaron will come into the pits.
Question now
And Monks.
is, will Zappa overtake him, or will he keep his lead?
Well, that's obviously the interesting thing. Both drivers will
Monks
be on cold tyres.
goes in.
Mercedes will double stack.
Yeah.
Yep. Hecaron out of the box onto the hard compound tyre he goes. Monks will presumably make the same strategy call as well. We haven't had many races without safety cars, but look how close Ryu has gained to the back of Magnesheep. Hecaron will resume in the lead of this race. Magnesheep will go into second position. Ryu will go back up to third position. Cludden's picked up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Magnesheep, though, crucially, does not get into the net lead of the race, as Hecaron has resumed that 3-second lead. Ryu getting very close to the back of Magnesheep. What will Magnesheep do? Crucially enough for Ryu, he will get the move done before the straight. Magnesheep not putting up too much of a fight.
As Monks is gonna have to fight his way out of the box here with Skyscap. Yes, Skyscap right on his tail. Skyscap will have the race on the first back straight here, and Monks will be on cold tires. But
Let's not forget that Skyscap hasn't pit. Skyscap and Oscar haven't pit.
Haven't pit yet. Skyscap could go to the end, I think. By his tires.
Here he comes, though. Here he comes. He will go to the inside. Skyscap will go right alongside LFC Monks, and Skyscap will force him wide and get into fifth place. Ahnaf picks up a 3-second time penalty, the fourth track limit penalty we have received throughout the race. Hecaron, Liberty, Cludden, and Ahnaf have all sustained them. The question is that we've disconnected. We've disconnected.
Wait, what? Yeah.
We've disconnected, and that will be lobby restart.
Yeah. Message everyone.
Lobby restart in the final Grand Prix of the season. It will be a 25% race, presumably, to end off the championship. Hecaron will start from pole position with Ryu in second.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what's happened there. My internet hasn't seen any problems, so I'm not sure what's actually happened.
Mine neither. Streaming still going strong. It's just the
That's a game problem, I think, because there's no problem with my internet.
No, it's a game problem, 100%.
Yeah,
it's a game problem.
So we will start from scratch again. Sean, are you going to make the lobby?
Yeah, if I...
Okay, perfect, yeah.
If my game wants to work, sure.
So we do have a restart on our hands, and we were only mentioning a few laps ago there wasn't much chaos and there weren't many safety cars. But it will be a 25% race to the end, which will decide the championship. And now everything goes back to zero, because now there is the chance. Hecaron's penalty has been wiped. Everything has gone back to zero. There is the chance now that Ryu could throw this away, because he was in a pretty comfortable position, but now anything could still happen. We're going to get a quick word with the championship leader, though. He's not there. Okay. We've got a quick word with Bottas, if that's the case.
Hello.
Hi, Valtteri. Poor race so far. Obviously, a lot of issues. Are you happy to be where you are at the moment, though, which is in fifth position past Monks?
Yeah.
And crucially, I may add, without pissing as well. So.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty good. I mean, I lost the rear end to the hairpin, and then I think Oscar unfortunately hit me, which spun us both into the slight wall on the inside, and we both sustained wing damage from that.
So, just looking at the situation at the moment, you're not winning the championship. Rai is currently second on the grid. Hecarim is on pole position again. You need an even bigger miracle, but do you think it could happen?
I mean, of course it can happen. I mean, I basically gotta hope that something happens into turn 1 and they probably collide, and yeah, I go from there.
Right, well, thank you very much, Valtteri, and the best of luck in the second race.
Bonjour. Oh no, that's hello. Fuck you.
That's a low. That's a low.
Yeah, that's hello. Merci. I've taken fucking French for 2 years and I don't know how to say thank you. Fuck me.
Evening, Ryu.
That's not how to do
Is he server muted or yeah? Just sort that. Yeah. Hello, Ryu. Can you hear me?
There we go.
Ryu, you're in the perfect situation now. Second on the grid for the lobby restart. Things are going well, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. I was in a really nice spot, you know, in my own kind of in no man's land, I would say. Gap to Hecarim and the gap behind me, so it's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Do you think that you'll be able to win the race on track now in a 14-lap shootout, or?
Maybe if Hecarim still has his 3-second penalty, he has less laps to get away. So
I'd like to think that'll be removed, but I'm not sure. What's the deal? What's the deal in that, Sean?
Wait, what did you say?
I mean, he got it. So
What's the deal in the track limit time penalties?
I do believe they're added on even.
Okay, fair enough.
They haven't been added on any other race,
Oh,
so
they
I don't.
haven't?
I think they are all reset.
No,
they
they haven't then. Okay, they haven't, right? Then they won't.
Then they won't. Then they are.
Okay, so
reset it. No track.
okay,
penalty.
well, Ryu, you are in a good position at the moment. Let's not forget that. And you're only just about a half an hour from the championship, so best of luck.
Yep, thanks.
No quality. 35 or 25% race.
25.
25.
We'd already reached halfway.
Yeah. Yeah. Strict, immersive formation app on website standard.
So while we wait, we will have a live championship update. I'm just gonna get the math started, and I'll be back to you in just a second. Because things are a little bit confusing, as you may imagine. At this stage, though, Sean, there is a lot of anticipation, because now that we're back to zero, anything can happen now.
Indeed. Anything can happen here.
I'm pretty sure I should be fine. Why am I being pinged? Let me check that out. I'll check later, actually. I don't have time. I cannot be asked. I'm excited, though, for this one, Sean. I'm really excited for this restart. The fastest lap was on Oscars, right? Yeah, fastest lap was Oscars. But that's not going to count now, so that doesn't matter at all. Sky will be back, and Sky will be starting at the back of the grid, interesting. I think, actually, at the moment, Alfa Romeo would lead the Constructors' Championship. I'm not sure, but Alfa Romeo are currently on 286 points, so we'll see what happens there. It'd be close, actually, but no. Mercedes would lead by 3 points at the moment. 289 to 286. Red Bull would currently be on 279 points. So 10 points separating the 3 Constructors' Championship sides with 15 laps to go, Sean. That's certainly very interesting.
That is very interesting, yeah. And a great 15 laps we will have.
I'm curious, when are we doing all the rebranding? Is that going to happen tonight? I mean, we could probably start it, can't we?
Wait, what? What did you say?
What are we doing with all the rebranding? Of course, there are a lot of teams. We're gonna probably do that tonight. So.
I don't know, but it just moves over when the new game releases.
Well, no, I know that, but in the server, like.
Yeah, it moves over. Maybe not tonight, but we will fix it.
We'll definitely start it anyway. I'd like to think.
Why? Why do we need to do it today? We don't need to do it.
I don't know.
Exactly.
We don't, but we don't, but we can.
Can, but we don't need to. We don't need to do it today. Just take some time, chill, live your life, my friend. Live your life.
For real, for real.
But yeah.
There is the official confirmation of the Live Constructors Championship. Mercedes leaded by 3 points, 289 to 286. Red Bull do have the uphill battle, 279. I'm not checking the Haas battle. Sorry, Camo. I just don't have time at the moment. I'm trying to sort out some other stuff. Let me. Liberty is asking, can he drive for AlphaTauri then? No, you cannot. You have to see out that contract.
Yeah, we are missing 2 drivers. We are missing 1 driver now. Who are we
I hope
missing?
we'll find the other very soon.
Yeah, it's what
Marcel.
Yeah.
Marcel, my gosh.
Invited.
Marcel's gonna win the race.
For real.
We'll be getting a formation lap.
Yeah.
That's good, because we haven't had that on many occasions in lobby restarts.
We have had minimal lobby restarts this season, actually.
Yeah, I do have to say, we have had a few, but they haven't been too bad.
We have had not that bad of when it comes to lobby restart, but we've had.
We had the bad
we've had
of course, incident in Miami.
We have had about 100 safety cars this season, though.
None in this race, though. So
none in this race, which is fantastic. I have to say.
It's more phenomenal than fantastic because the drivers have actually been racing quite cleanly tonight.
Quite cleanly.
Yeah. Quite, yeah. Everyone's probably just going to die into turn 1 in the restart. So
everyone will die into the restart now, man. Now you jinxed it. Thanks a lot, Mr.
Yay!
Man.
What? I do a face reveal now. I'm being called Zesty. For fuck's sake. Right, well, we'll get over that very quickly. Where's Marcel? Is he on a side quest, or what's the story?
He said he hadn't gotten an invite, but I did invite him twice.
I'll invite him and see if that works.
That liar.
Do you remember back on F122 when we couldn't invite people?
He's not even online.
Oh yeah, he's not.
He's not even online, man.
Do better.
Come on, man. We need you in the lobby. Well, say that then. Jesus. Why would you go into a time trial when we reset lobby, man?
He needs to practice his race pace.
Well, he would probably.
I don't know how that coincides. He's back now.
He's back. Yeah, finally. So then we go settings. Then we go.
And we edit the grid.
Weekend structures, and then custom grid editor, and then.
Are you doing a tutorial on how to set up the grid?
Yes, I am. Precisely.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another F123 tutorial.
Hello guys, welcome back to Turbo League Racing. Today I will do a
Turbo League Racing.
Yep, you heard it here first. Turbo Racing League, and today I will do a tutorial on how to change the grid.
And Ryu Zappu is Turbo League Racing champion.
Yep. So P2 right, and then we had Mr. Sheep in P3. Then we had AK Monsters in P4, then we had Skyscrap in P5, then we had Mr. Monks in P6, then we had Sada in P7, then we had Liberty in P8, then we had Ludden in P9, then we had Camo P10, then we had Marcel P11, Anaf in P12, and Blue Aurora or Sky in P13. Confirmed changes. And we are ready to rumble.
And now!
Monks, mute your mic, Monks.
I can hear someone's muffled
Yeah, it's
audio.
Monk. It's
Yeah, Monks, mute your mic, man, please.
Okay, he did it.
Thank you.
And now,
Yeah,
for
let's
those
get
in
ready
a
to rumble.
let's get ready to rumble. 3 more laps. Takuma Sasha's just jump scared me. I'm watching the Indy 500 qualifying. Have you won the Indy 500, Sean?
In my dreams, I have, yes. In real life, I haven't.
That's a shame.
Have you won in the 500?
Sadly not. That's also a shame.
Not really.
What? The disrespect! I quit! I'm out of here!
Bye-bye! No one's stopping you.
That's a promise, not a threat.
Well, that's not that's neither a promise or a threat.
It's a statement.
It's a statement.
That's a statement.
Exactly.
That's a statement, not a promise or a threat. Anyway, 15 laps to decide a champion. It's still a 3-way fight. It's still Ryu's, but the dynamics have been flipped a little bit. The race is next. Again.
Yeah. We move. So, Storm, when can we expect a riot in the EA headquarters from Turbo Racing League?
Well, Marcel's disconnected.
Oh, fantastic, man.
Marcel, why?
Ouch! Calm down, man.
It's all going to pot again. This is the exact reason we love this league, just because of the amount of chaos that happens on and off the track and in the lobby. I swear to God, if Marcel's been called in the side quest by his mother.
I got an ad in the chat, but it's not there.
I think Sean, there's another lobby issue. There's another lobby issue.
Oh!
I've gone to up. Wait. We're ready. Hold on. Yes! Yes! Hey!
Woohoo!
That's just us that's celebrating, though. We don't know how the drivers are, what the drivers are saying. Oh, okay. They're in. Good.
Woohoo! And
Yay!
I need to invite Marcel again. He's not online! Man, get your ass online! If you want an invite.
Thankfully, his PlayStation, he's online on PlayStation, so.
You're not online! Not online!
Yeah, I invited him on PlayStation, so.
Good.
Yeah, he was online on PlayStation, so. You know, this has been a fun season, but this race has just took the cake for the amount of lobby issues we've had.
I only had one lobby issue.
Yeah,
And
but
everyone
it
got
was such a massive one.
Yeah. The game
Anyway,
hates us.
underway for another formation lap. Half the grid starting on the softs. Hecaron, Zap, Magda Sheep, and AK Monsters all on the softs. Gleiscaps on the mediums along with LFC Monks. Oscar, Liberty, Cludden, and Camo all on the softs. Marcel's on the hards. Ahnaf and Sky are on the mediums. It'll be 15 laps to decide the championship in Abu Dhabi. Goodness knows what is going to happen. And the formation lap is well and truly underway. Hecaron once again staying at the front, and Skyscap once again slotting into second position. We should have made a montage of the best moments from this season, as Clutton's been disqualified. Someone should edit together the best commentary moments of the season and send them to us, because there have been many great ones. Why is Marcel now in the softs? He's on the hards on my screen.
What?
He's on the hards on my screen.
EA, man.
What a game!
Wait, time to inspect what tires he does have on.
Oh, Monks is disconnected! Or he's just left. And Hecaron's crashed into the wall in the formation lap. I'm not sure how he's pulled that off, but still.
I have to...
Yet again, more chaos. Hecaron is literally reversing on the grid and doing all sorts of wacky stuff. But we are almost ready to go for 15 laps to decide the World Championship. The two title contenders are in grid positions 1 and 2. Hecaron followed by Zap. Skyscap is in 5th. And we are ready to go racing for one final time this season. To 15 laps. We go to 1, we go to 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 red lights. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix Part 2 is... underway. It's a great start from Ryu. It's also a great start from Hecaron. Ryu Zappi will take the lead into turn 1. Marcel's already out of the race. Monks has been disqualified, but Hecaron will hang around the outside of Ryu Zappu. We might have another lobby restart here very quickly because there is all sorts of crazy stuff going on.
Need to, because what did Monks do? He left and got disqualified. Yeah, I think we need to.
And another lobby restart.
I honestly...
We go to a restart again as soon as Skyscap made it second. I don't think we'll go with that order though. I think we have to go with the order of the... Oh, Ryu's out! Ryu's out of the race!
Yeah.
Ryu actually crashed.
Yeah, everyone is crashing. Everyone is taking everyone out. This game is so shit, man.
I love F1 23, and this is the perfect way to end off this game's era though, because we were saying how
no, it's
it was
not.
such... No, it's sarcasm.
No. The perfect ending would be a clean race, no safety cars, no server issues, nothing.
No, but without safety cars, it's boring. We need safety cars for it to be interesting.
Yeah, we do need a 1 or 2 safety cars, to be fair.
Fix a safety car then! Jesus! If you want it to be fun, fix a safety car.
Sean's having a breakdown. Like, Sean is actually
yes, I'm having a breakdown on the game!
Do you think EA and coders actually know how to code something to actually work
they've
now?
never been able to do that. They've never been able to code something. Storm, when did you say we start a riot and at the EA headquarters?
Tomorrow night at dawn. That doesn't make sense, but still.
That doesn't make sense. That works though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who's with me from Turbo Racing League to take over EA?
I.
I.
Everyone say I. If you don't say I, you're a traitor and you will be executed. Magna Sheep said me and then edited to I.
Why?
It's good.
What is going on?
This game hates me. Who has written in the commentary chat? Because I will
Today
not
I feel.
see that in when I'm commentating the race. Monks wants to talk.
Today I feel Arab. Today I feel Qatari. Today I feel gay.
Storm.
Illegal migrant worker. That's not right.
Storm. Monks wants to talk.
Yes. Monks wants to speak. We'll let him.
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
LFC
Yeah, we
Monks.
can hear you.
Hello. How are you?
How are we setting up the grid?
Presumably from the first restart, because there was a lot of chaos in the second.
Yeah, but is that before or after the pits? Because
That's after, I believe.
that's bullshit.
Why? I mean,
I was 7 seconds ahead of Magnecheap before I boxed. That's not my.
it's not your fault. It's not none of us' fault. But
Yeah, I mean, these red flags happen fucking in real life as well. I mean, if you pit and then the red flag, you're just not gonna say, "Oh, I want another quit spot because I
yeah,
pit."
that's what you do in real life. You take from where the red flag is
It
put
wasn't
out.
it wasn't a red flag.
Well,
was a
it
lobby
is
issue
a
as
red,
well.
but it is a red flag here because when we do a lobby restart, it's a red flag. When we restart the lobby, me and Storm puts out the red flag.
Yeah, for real. We the goats.
Yeah.
We the big
We
bosses.
should be. What I think they need to do with the next games is have I know they have a league system through RaceNet, but they need to make it more
Yeah.
easier to
Yeah,
use.
to be fair,
they need to
they-
make it easier
on
to
the-
use because when you do
on
it
the
like
red flag
that,
restarts,
you
Shan,
can yeah.
on the red flag restarts, they do from the last full lap. There wasn't a full lap after I boxed.
Not
Well,
in
Well,
real
that's
life.
a
no.
that's
Not
a
in real
shame.
life,
That's
no.
a shame.
Not in real life, no, they don't.
Isn't it in real life after sector 1?
Guys, I have a question. Do you
Everyone
want
did
a Storm
cross sector
sing-along?
on that. Everyone
No.
has to go past sector 1. Everyone didn't.
Yeah, exactly. It's after sector 1. Everyone didn't. So
So it should restart from the last full lap, but
I did overtake 2 people, but I'm just
Okay,
going for the
let
rules.
me
Rules
talk.
are the rules, eh?
Let me talk with Ronnie.
Let me
and
talk!
Okay.
Shut up, Storm. I will ban you. I will talk
Invite.
with Ronnie and see what we do.
Can you fucking invite?
Calm down.
I mean, the thing is, we've taken the grid on all other races from the moment that they've said red flag, not there before. We've done that for every other red flag we've had
Yeah,
this season.
we have done that. Yes.
the rules are
Yeah.
okay.
So it's not like we've changed it. It's been this the entire time.
But next season, it probably should be from the actual rules rather than.
I make a suggestion.
Yeah.
It probably
If
should
you
be
don't,
from the actual
if you
rules.
don't,
rather
if you
than
don't like it, make a suggestion.
did. Got it.
I mean, we've done that since the start of even the tireless racing era.
Yeah.
I mean, why complain now?
Because it benefits him.
Well, yeah, of course it benefits me. That's why I'm complaining.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't complain if it didn't benefit you.
Fair enough.
But no, but I'm just stating the facts. That's the difference.
Yeah, but the thing is, we've done this for every other
fine.
restart of
You're-
any other fucking 6 seasons we've done
but facts are
TRS,
facts.
Tyrus,
It's
and the
not
Global
like-
Racing League.
It's not. Yeah, but I'm okay with it. I'm just want to let you know that the facts are the facts, and that is the rules.
Yeah, but the thing is, we've done this for every other restart. Why do we bring it up 6
Not at the
pieces after?
start. Not at the start. It was actually just whatever the fucking you wanted to pick at the start of the seat. At the start of this.
I
but
mean,
it's
true,
fine.
because I don't know what happened first season because I wasn't staffed then.
Well, for next season, maybe change. Or am I wrong?
Agreed.
I hate to interrupt the argument,
Agreed.
but please leave it out of the actual stream because things will probably get very dicey and stuff. If you have a problem, put it down in suggestions, and we will look at it because that is obviously an area that's a kind of a rough area. We will look at it and we will review it, and we will probably have a change for next season. Who wants a Storm sing along? A few people do.
Yes.
Stop singing, start inviting. Stop yapping.
No, I'm not the lobby owner. I think Sean is. Sean definitely is.
I am. Yes.
I'm gonna sing Another One Bites the Dust.
No, don't. We will be copyright striked.
How can we be
We
copyrighted?
won't.
The music doesn't play.
Yeah, we don't have the music, we only have the lyrics. We won't get copyright
That's
struck.
fair enough. Fair enough.
And also, Storm singing is in the ass
sing
off
a
track to the
ring-ting
fucking Rolling
tagidim.
Stones, so.
Sing a rim-ting tagidim.
There's no turning back. Come
that's where we
on,
know.
so someone do the whoa.
Whoa.
There we go. Okay, Storm sing along. Another One Bites the Dust. I need to get the music up actually. Hold on. I need to get my audio sorted. I'll be back in a second. And then do that. And then there we go.
Yeah, I've started to invite you guys.
It's Another One Bites the Dust by Queen, sung by Mr. Storm. Let's go! Steve walks wearily down the street with the brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of his feet. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway the bullets rip to the sound of the beat, yeah! Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. How do you think I'm gonna get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything that I had and kicked me out of my own. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? How long can you stand the heat? Out of the doorway the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Look out! Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Ah, take it. Bite the dust. Bite the dust, hey. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Ow! Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey. Another one bites the dust. Hey, 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 hey. There are plenty of ways you can hurt a man and bring him to the ground. You can beat him, you can cheat him, you can treat him bad and leave him when he's down, yeah. But I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready for you. I'm standing on my own 2 feet. Out of the doorway, the bullets rip, repeating to the sound of the beat. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Shoot out. All right.
We're missing one driver.
Alright, that was Another One Bites the Dust. I think that bridged the time well between
We are
me
missing
actually singing
Arnaf
that.
now.
German.
That bridged the time well between me actually singing that and getting the race back underway, hopefully.
Okay, everyone has joined the lobby.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Setting. Weekend structure. Grid editor. Go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Here we go.
There we go. There we go. 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 Here we go. Oh, there. Up one. And up one, and the grid is should be completed there, right? Yeah. Go. Are you guys ready to
Is it?
rumble?
Put it on dry just for the sake of it.
Let's get
Sean.
ready to. Let's do this.
Sean, set it to dry just in case, okay?
Yeah, that might be smart. Thank you. Weather and time of day. Quick weather, clear dry. There we go. Yeah, I have. Calm down, Magnus Sheep. Jesus.
Magnus Sheep does not calm down. He goes into a frenzy and doesn't shut up for about 20 minutes. I think. I don't know. I don't know Magnus Sheep's psyche that well.
Agreed, Anaf. Agreed. Can't really say, don't want to say it on stream, but yes, I agree. Bottas, man, really? Your mom is your mom? What
Well,
kind of
yes.
thing-
Well, yes.
what
Your
kind-
mother is.
No, but
Well,
what-
yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
your mother is your.
that is true, but what kind of insult is that?
Your
Nice,
mother
good one.
is your mother.
What kind of insult is that, man? And Storm sent a picture of a zesty man right there.
I'm not zesty.
He said a picture of fucking Tory.
I'm never living that one down.
No,
Right.
you're living with that
For the
rest of your life.
Yeah. Even when I'm working for Sky Sports, Sean's gonna be sending text messages in. Oh, this guy's really zesty. It's such a like a pedophile way.
Bro, we sent that picture to Sky Sports and you get fired.
A long time ago, it would have been.
No!
It
Yes.
would be. It would be. There would
Aw.
be a long time between me debuting on Sky Sports and that photo being taken on the
Yes,
17th of May.
PSG has now received his free play squid penalty.
Deserved.
Womp womp.
No.
Womp womp.
Fuck, man.
Okay. Why? Hold on, guys. The elephant in the room needs to be addressed. Why are we taking so long to load in?
Stop.
You know, EA being EA.
We're,
Also,
okay,
you know,
hold on.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
We have set a limit on 3 restarts.
So this would be the third one.
This is
If
the
it
final restart.
whatever
if-
happens, if we go to the
I
next
mean,
one,
it is
that's
the
it.
second restart, but we've had 3 starts.
Yeah, but it's the third.
3 red
lobby
flags.
restart.
3 red flags. Yeah.
This is the second. Oh yeah, no, I mean that makes sense.
This is the third lobby.
Everyone remember to not put on your setups.
Yeah.
So if we have another one, then Sean, whatever happens on the next one happens, and we can't restart.
Whatever
anymore.
the final result after this one, that's the end of the race. That is how the final race will end.
Which would be quite sad. We want to
Which
finish
will
it
be
like
quite
this.
sad.
Yeah, exactly.
It will be
However,
very sad, not quite sad, very sad.
yes. So we are almost ready to go for the third time, because the game doesn't like us, and we're ready to go to yet another formation lap. Here's the compounds that the drivers are starting on. No one's on the hards this time, thankfully. The
Yeah.
front two are on the softs. Magnus Sheep's on the mediums. AK Monsters are opted for the softs. Both Skyscap and Monks are on the mediums. Oscar, Liberty, Cludden and Camo are on the softs. Marcel, Ahnaf and Sky are all on the mediums. 15 laps to decide the championship once again. The main 2 contenders are in positions 1 and 2. This is hopefully it, Sean. Let the chaos begin.
Yeah, let the chaos begin.
There's a Premier League
Why
title
is-
race to be
why
decided.
is there an Alpine driving 50 miles in front of the rest?
He
I'm
feels
sorry,
special.
I'm sorry to say, why is there a tractor 50 miles ahead of the rest?
I think he's being wrapped, to be honest.
Yeah, he thinks he's special.
That does make sense that he's being lapped. I agree with you. That does make sense.
Well, to be fair though, we have a Premier League title race to decide tomorrow, but this one is 100 times more important until 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon UK time.
I think the title race is a big shout because I think City have just won it already.
Yeah.
We should have won it because I don't think West Ham would be quite a problem for us. I don't think.
David
Yeah, and I think
Moyes-
Arsenal will lose like
Arsenal.
6 near the last game.
I think Arsenal might lose to
And the
Everton.
way we have.
Yeah, I think they might lose.
To be honest,
Yeah.
that's a possibility.
No, Sean, just imagine the scenes. Just imagine the scenes. It's 1-1. Arsenal have a counter-attack. They don't score from it. Everton go up the other end, and James Tarkowski scores a 95th minute header to win the game and give City the title.
Why is James Tarkowski the fucking striker now?
Almost like the Watford promotion game.
Yeah, against Leicester in
against
2013.
Leicester, yeah.
Cludden, guys, Cludden's disconnected. Cludden's disconnected. Oh dear God, it's happening again.
Wait, it's only one driver. Wait, is it disconnected or did he get disqualified?
He got disconnected.
Disconnected.
Fuck's sake,
He got
man.
disqualified and then disconnected.
Right then.
I don't like this. I don't like that.
No, me either.
I don't like this.
Nor do I, but calm your beans, everyone. For the third time, we are ready
Calm
for...
your beans. Will be...
He's back, okay.
Back, yeah,
Okay,
he's
now
back.
now we can calm our beans. Calm our beans, everyone.
Everyone, remember the race is won in turn 1, so remember to dive bomb.
Yep,
And
I agree.
Right, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Potentially, for the third and hopefully final time, we are ready to go racing. This is it. Hecarim v Ryu, first and second on the grid. We are ready to go racing. We go to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And for the third time, the race is... Marcel's got a jumping free penalty for a jump start. What a launch from Ryu Zappu as he will drag alongside Hecarim coming down into turn. Marcel Cludden's out, and we have a virtual safety car already.
Oh no.
After less than a corner.
Yeah, because Cludden drove into the wall 5 meters away from his grid slot, so... Yeah, just fantastic.
So Hecarim can be happy at that. Ryu remains in second, Magnus Sheep's in third, AK Monsters is fourth. Let's just take a look at the position changes. Only small changes. Sky has made up 3 slots, to be fair. To be fair to Sky, up 3 slots. Monks made up a place, Skystep's down, Liberty's up a place, Oscar's down 1, Camo's up 1, Sky's up 3, and Ahnaf is up 1. As we are under virtual safety car conditions, this race has, well, the third version of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix has started in a very dramatic fashion indeed. Hecarim will lead us away again. Cludden's now Cludden's left altogether, seeing as he retired. Of course, interestingly enough, Marcel jumped the start. I'm not sure what happened there, but we will try and get a little bit of input on that later on. Hopefully we'll be going to green relatively soon enough. We'll get the confirmation. And we're off to green again. So the Grand Prix is back underway. Hecarim leads by 6/10 of a second from Ryu Zappu in second. Magnus Sheep is third with AK Monsters in fourth. Skyscrap goes right past LFC Monks for 5th place. Monks really falling down the field now. Liberty in 7th. Nearly goes into the back of Monks and it does go around. And Oscar's out!
Sadek's out! Safety car!
Virtual safety car. So Oscar is out and Red Bull's Constructors Championship Challenge is now officially over. Monks pits, so does Camo. Red Bull out of the Constructors' Championship race, so it's between Mercedes and Alfa Romeo to the end here. Oscar retires in his final permanent race before he takes a sabbatical. So another virtual safety car. I'm surprised that wasn't upgraded to a full safety car though, Sean.
Yeah, that's very surprising that it wasn't upgraded to a full safety car. Ooh, I do like Monks' idea though, to go to the end on the hards here. Pit on lap 1, go to the end. That's a very bold strategy from...
This could mean that, to be fair, if Monks is able to... Well, if Monks is able to bridge enough of a gap, Monks might be able to finish on the podium here.
Yeah.
And if there's another safety car, then goodness knows what'll happen.
Yeah.
But we are going back to green flag racing. Hecarim will lead once again from Ryu in second position. We have had all sorts of incidents in the opening couple of laps here. We haven't even had a full lap of racing. A Skyscup goes past AK Monsters. As it stands, Alfa Romeo would be the Constructors' champions if it finished like this. Of course, Mercedes will probably make up a little bit of ground. Big move for Hecarim! Hecarim's off the track!
Yeah.
And now Ryu will have the initiative to get into the lead of the race now. Ryu trying to save everything here for Red Bull's Constructors' Championship hopes. They're now extremely minuscule. If Mercedes have a terrible end and Alfa Romeo have a terrible, might just go back to Red Bull. Hecarim will lead the race. Ryu sets fast up. Then Magnitude sets the fastest up. But the two championship contenders will war between each other as Marcel pits from 7th position. And I'm not sure what really happened to Hecarim there. Of course, he really struggled in the final sector during qualifying. Marcel will drop down to probably down in towards 9th or 10th position. Maybe down towards the bottom of the field. But Ryu is now extremely close to Hecarim here, Sean. Oh, hello? Hi, am I there? Hopefully.
Yes.
I am here, and
Good.
the game
Here
is
comes
fucking-
Ryu around the outside. What happened to the game? Sean, what's going on? Here comes Ryu, though. Before we get to Sean, Ryu will take the lead of the race. Using Overtake and using DRS, nothing Hecarim can do. Ryu Zappa will resume the lead of the Grand Prix. Hecarim tries to go up the inside, though. Nearly makes contact with Ryu. Ryu is glitching out. They go side by side as they come into the hotel section. Ryu will keep the lead of the race. Hecarim dives up the inside! What a move from Hecarim as he leads the race again. Ryu was anticipating that, though, and in a sense let him past. So it looks like we're going to restart again, Sean, is that right? There's a child that's wailing in the background.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty representative.
I don't know.
An offside, I think we have to restart, yeah. Because of the sim damage. We restarted in Belgium when it happened.
If you heard them, that's how happy I am at the moment. Fucking hell, man. Why does the game fuck us over at every single step, man? Now I'm just pure pissed. I'm not angry. I'm fuming. This game is fucking us over on every single step we take. And no, we're not restarting anymore. That's the end of the race. The game is.
I thought that was the last restart.
No, no, we had one more. Never mind. That's me wrong.
Yeah, we do have one more. We do have one more. We do have one more.
Fuck, man. Yeah, I'm stupid.
have one restart.
I'm just fuming.
The strategy for once.
Man, this is fucking me off.
So now we're in a crisis meeting. How long's the race going to be? Will we go 25%, 5 laps? What the hell is going to happen?
We should go 25% because we only drove 3 laps and I mean the settings were wrong, so we just went.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted, but we are now in a very bad state here. Because now Red Bull have got a race, the two Red Bull drivers got a race in about 20 minutes time, which means that if they can't race, then Ryu will essentially void the championship to Hecarim, which means that the championship will not be decided tonight in the most pleasant fashion.
I might have broken my hand.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might.
Yeah, I wanted the sound that we heard.
Yeah, that was 2 very hard desk slams.
Yep, I heard that.
I might have broken
And I
my
heard some
hand.
grasses.
Ouch.
Can someone please tell me why we restart, please?
The
Wrong
game
settings.
set
game
it to
put
simulation
on the wrong
damage. The
settings.
exact same thing happened in Belgium. The game put it to simulation damage, and we had to restart then. So
Yeah, whenever you change one setting, it fucks up the other settings sometimes for no reason at all.
Oh, my hand. Shit, man. Shit. Yeah.
it's a controversial end to the season, that's for sure. One last restart.
Yeah, one that leads to me breaking my own fucking hand in just pure rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I know why it was on simulation, because when I turned on car damage that's somehow off, it put
Yeah,
it
I saw. Yeah,
automatically
I looked at
onto
the map. I saw
simulation,
it.
and I just
Yeah.
completely missed it.
Yeah, if you change the damage to on, it changes it from reduced to simulation for no reason.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Oh my
I saw
God.
it. I saw it as well.
Well, I'm very happy to be getting away from this game anyway. This is just ridiculous.
I've done it after this race. I'm honestly just gonna ask, can we switch to iRacing, because that's a hell of a better game than this shit.
POV, you have to pay a subscription fee to play a racing game.
Care. Because okay, we go to Assetto Corsa. There we go.
Yeah, we can go to Assetto Corsa. That'd be fun.
Because
And we can have classic tracks, then we can have classic tracks then.
Exactly. Let's see. Is everything good? I'm quadruple checking now to see if everything is good.
And I'm assuming the invites will start then.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sean.
No worries.
This is it then, officially the last restart. If we could set actual custom times or custom race length, it would be a 12-lap race, but instead it's going to be 15 laps. Make of that what you will, unfortunately. But we have to go yet again because this game does not like this league.
Oh, it sure as hell doesn't.
It's certainly been the wrong kind of dramatic anyway.
Yeah, I will, Oscar. I will.
Drop your questions in. We'll do a Q&A. We'll do a Q&A while we're waiting. Try to mix things up.
25. Sky. It's 25.
Sean, put it back down to 25. It's 35, isn't it?
Why is it? Bro! I'm honestly giving up. I'm giving up on this game. Honestly. Yeah, thank you, Sky.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check all the settings while
Yeah.
once you set them up.
Yeah.
Now everyone has joined, so we can agree as well.
We got to the half point stage, which means that if we do restart again, Ryan is champion regardless of what happens.
Wait, what did you say?
So we got to the half point stage. If we do restart the lobby again, which we can't do, the race will be left with half points, which means that Raya wins the championship regardless. So we need to race the last 15 laps.
Mm-hmm. Sheep.
Okay, all settings are good.
Yeah, just double check them after I confirm the.
Yeah, I mean, I double checked them as well after
Yeah.
we did it. I mean, yeah, so.
That's great. Let me do that. Is everything good? Guy, Arnaf, Marcel, Camo, Gooden.
Sean, can we let Tyson back in for
Okay,
this race?
Shut the fuck up! No!
What about Choco?
Don't no, don't joke now.
What about both of them?
No. Confirm changes. There we go. Now I confirm the change. So I'm just double check everything.
Yep, everything's good. I checked.
Good. Looks good.
Let's do it then, folks.
Are you guys
Yep,
ready
everything
to
is fine.
rumble? For the 180th
Let's get ready to run! Fourth time.
Someone left.
Who left?
I don't know. Change our fucking setting right now to cancel the race.
Yeah.
Cancel the fucking loading.
There we go. Who left?
Because who the fuck left?
Who the fuck left?
Oh, Kuden is back now. Okay, now we can go.
Wait, let me just change back the setting.
Oh yeah, grid.
Oh, I have to redo the bro.
Yeah.
Really?
I think it's only Kuden. I think it's only Kuden you have to do now.
Yeah, I do. Let me go back up to the staff chat on my mobile and get the picture you sent me and see where Kluden is. He is P9, so there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Storm left.
Storm, you
No,
here?
it was Storm's time to disconnect now.
Storm? Did his internet die? Oh,
Yeah, I think his internet died.
Oh no, I don't want to be alone.
I think we can start and I think he can join midway through the race.
Yeah, but I don't want
If
to
we
be
just
alone.
wanna start now.
Yeah,
but I think everyone else wants to
No, but
start now.
Yeah, we have to start.
Yeah.
We have to.
We just start. Storm joins halfway through the race.
Yeah.
Ready up, everyone.
Yeah, ready up, guys.
Hello. Storms of light.
The lead commentator left.
Yeah, well, I mean, now you have got to do the Titan and commentate on your own.
Wait, what did you say?
You gotta do the Titan and commentate on your own for half the season. As Titan did in season 1 and the start of season 2, I think. Or actually, the entire season 2 and the end of season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, Storm will join when his internet is back.
Hopefully it gets back soon. Keep in mind, folks, this will be the last restart.
And Marcel left.
And Marcel left. That will mean that he will crash on after the
Yeah,
five red
okay,
lights.
Marcel, so Marcel, you might not want to join before
Yeah,
the formation is completed.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you will DNF, so just wait until we start the first lap. Otherwise you will DNF.
Wait until we clear the first few corners and then join. That's the best way
Yeah,
to do it. So you
Sean
don't.
can say when we are there, so
Yeah,
just
I
send
will
send
say.
an invite to him now and
Well, yeah,
just wait.
I will when I get into the game. I'm not in. I'm still in the loading screen.
Yeah, I'm still waiting as well.
There we go. Now I'm in. Now I can send an invite. But do not join yet. But is he in the voice chat? He is.
Yeah, he is.
Sweet.
But yeah, so yeah, Marcel, don't join yet.
Yeah, I'll send you an invite. So do not join, but do not join yet. I will tell you when you can join. Okay. There we go. Sent you an invite. If a setting changed now, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, because this time I checked them as well.
I quadruple checked them and then double checked them after
Yeah,
I
same.
fixed the grid. And they were fine.
But did you set them after you set it good enough?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's standard guard, mid, strict, contact, I think all the important tools are on.
Yeah. There we go, folks, as the car lines up on the starting grid for the final formation lap of the day and final lobby restart of the day. If something happens, we will end the race here, unfortunately. But that's a rule we've set, so we don't have infinite restarts. EA loves us, as Hecaron gets us underway. Yeah, the game that I've been hating for an entire year.
Marcel, why did you join already? Because now you're with DNF. No, okay, Marcel, don't join. Don't be in a lobby. Don't join the race. Just be in a lobby if you haven't joined already.
I know.
Yeah, are you in the lobby waiting still?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
As the formation lap does conclude here, and every driver does line up to on their respective starting grid slots. And Riosapu aligns his car very aggressively to try to go to take over that line, the Hecaron's line into turn 1 here. And it's 1, 2.
Okay, Marcel, you can start joining now.
5, and we are underway. Not quite yet, the hold is very long, and we're on the way. There we go. As Riosapu has a great start into turn 1. Hecaron not so much, and there's contact into turn 1. Riosapu is around. He's down to last. Riosapu is down to last, and as it stands, Hecaron is world champion. As LFC Mogs is out, and so is Anaf. Oh no! As it stands, Hecaron is world champion. And there's a virtual safety car. Wait, I'm gonna double check the settings just to be sure here.
Full safety car.
Yeah, thank you. Let's see here. Is everything good still? Yeah. Everything's still good. Nice. Thank you. Yes, the full safety car does get get released on that one after the incident between Anaf and LFC Monks. That I think is the the constructor championship hope for Mercedes over, as he need at least one, preferably both Alfa Romeos and Red Bulls to DNF here. That's very unfortunate. But Hekeron's constructor championship is still up, as Stapper got spun around into turn 1 and is leading, while Sapper is dead last. As the safety car catches up to the queue, as I see some car drivers are pit. That's 5 drivers are pit. Well, I was looking down on my phone to see the commotion in the chat here, as I'm alone, so I need to do 5 different things at the same time. And yeah, as we are waiting for the final 3 drivers to catch up to the queue. As it stands, Hekeron is the driver champion of Turbo Racing League Season 2. Rio Sapper needs to have a great comeback here. He just needs to get up to 8th to secure it, and he has his teammate in 8th, so I think that'd be no problem. As we are waiting for it's Kluden to catch up to the safety car queue, and he does. So we'll go around 1 more lap, and then I think we will have then I think the safety car will go in, and we'll be back to racing. As Hekeron got disqualified. For what? What did Hekeron got disqualified from?
He overtook the safety car, on my screen at least. He just went up.
Okay.
Just went like ahead of the safety car and got disqualified.
Did he stay in front of it, or did he try to get back? Did you see that?
Yeah, he just stayed in front. He didn't brake or anything, but he drove like 5 seconds after it.
Okay, so that is Hekeron Championship hopes over, as Skyscap is now in the driving front of winning it. So Skyscap does need to overtake his teammate to get into P1, as the safety car is in this lap. And yeah. as Magnus does have control of the pack here. The ideal situation would be that he does let his teammate pass into turn 1, and that would certainly leave Skyscap in the driving front to claim the World Championship title. But all to look out for here. Skyscap must have a great recovery drive, as there's some commotion behind between as Sapu is up to 8th, and that is not what Skyscap wants. That's absolutely not what Skyscap wants, as Marcel does jump into the pits. He does get let past into turn 1, and but as it stands, Sapu will be champion, as there were some weird things going on my screen. As Sapu is up to 7th, and that's even worse for Skyscap here, as it looks like Sapu will win the world title. As there was almost contact between the two Red Bull drivers into that chicane, but luckily there wasn't. So yeah, Skyscap would need a miracle here to win it, and by the looks of it, Sapu will go up into no, as Sky does defend quite aggressively into the slow section of the circuit. But he does keep by is in 7th and the front runner to the championship. As Skyscap sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, as we didn't have a full lap earlier. So yeah, as Marcel is 23 seconds behind the pack. Skyscap is nearly a second out in front here, and is looking to grow the gap even further, and hopefully someone does take out Sapu from behind, which is unlikely, but yeah, it could happen. It hasn't stopped. It has happened before. As every driver except Marcel does go past or go through the chicane cleanly here. As Marcel sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix of the race on those new mediums, as Sapu is up to P5. That is him claiming back the championship. That gives Sapu the hand, or that basically, yeah, it gives him the hand on the title, which is gut-wrenching to see from us, the Mercedes team principal, for Headcron. That there is some risk in going into AI. The AI is known for doing something unpredictable. That is why we don't recommend him to go into AI mode during the safety car, and it even says that in the rules that you are allowed, but we don't recommend it at all, because stuff like that has happened before, and it will continue to happen because EA can't code anything correctly. As Camo is up to P2 as well. I completely missed that, and AK Monster is up to P4. But this is a great charge from the Alfa Romeo drivers for the Constructor Championship, as they're currently winning it. And both Mercedes drivers are out of the race, so it's between not Mercedes, Red Bull and Alfa Romeo for the Constructor Championship here in Abu Dhabi, which is gut-wrenching as the team principal. But moving on from that, it's half distance left, or the quarter left of the race, since we had half distance race already of the Grand Prix, and Skyscap does have his lead quite firmly by a second. It hovers around a second, as Sap is up to P4 on the hards. I'm not sure. Good try. Anyways, as we see AK Monsters and Sky pit, AK Monsters onto the mediums and Sky onto the soft tires. Will Marcel overtake both of them? He does overtake Sky. He will not overtake Camo. Camo does stay in P8. But Sky do have the soft wall, and he will catch up to Marcel quite quickly here. Zappo will try to get past Maniship. He wants to end this race strongly, as Liberty has a spin, and this loses his front wing. Will that put out the safety car? Don't think so. No, it won't. Otherwise it would have been out by now. There is some loose debris close to the track, but it's not on the track, so that does not warrant a safety car. As Skyscap does pit, it does spill into the pits, trying to go for the undercut of all the drivers ahead of him now. He goes onto the soft as well, same as Sky in P10 there, as Sky has a penalty that I have missed. He has a 3-second type penalty, most likely for track limits. Sky is now out. Skyscap is now out of the box and pit lane, and is on the charge to get that win. He is in the driving seat to get the win, but not the championship win, as Sap does overtake Camo into P1, and he takes the lead of the Grand Prix. He will go way later than everyone else here, as he is on the hard. And what I do think the Red Bulls will now do is keep Sada out as long as possible, and try to make him work his magic in the defense, as Marcel and Sky is fighting, going side by side, as Kludden retired from the session, and that could very well be a safety car, because he's parked on the track. Wait, never mind, he just disappeared. That's very dangerous. Anyways, as Skyscap is closing the gap, is up to P4 now, overtaking his teammate, who just peeled into the pits onto the soft as well. He is 13.7 seconds behind the leaders, but that gap will fade away when they decide to pit. That gap will fade away when they decide to pit, and he will pin him to. He is at P1 at the current moment here. If nothing happens, that is, if he doesn't get a lockup or slide or anything at the moment, he's.
Sean, just a heads up: the Red Bulls won't pit. They pit on the first safety car. And they go to the end of the hards.
Oh, they pit.
Yeah.
I'm just not in it. My hand hurts too much. I'm sorry about that. Oh, I'm just not in it. Yeah, all three drivers in front won't pit at all. So Skyscap does need to catch up to them. And then overtake them on track. So Zappu, whilst not only winning the drivers' championship, will also win the race and most likely bring home the constructors with them, since Sada is also in P2 at the current moment with 5 laps to go. And yeah, as the gap is now down to under 10 seconds, 9.6 for Skyscap, up to P3 here. As my game glitched out and he has a spin. No, but he continues straight. It's not much going on at the moment. There is just no fighting except for the P2 fight here, between Sada and Camo. And Sada has DRS. Camo does not have DRS. He's on the faster tires though, but Sada will overtake. He won't overtake. He did look to dive down the inside, but opts against it. He will therefore have DRS on the second back straight here. And will he go for the move on the second back straight? Yes, he does. He peels beside him and in front of him. That's a Red Bull 1-2, and that confirms the constructors and as well as the drivers championship, because now it's all about the team game for the Red Bulls. Real Zappu needs the he just needs to drive it home. Both of them do, and they have the both constructors and the drivers for the championship. As Skyscap gets a 3-second time penalty for track limit warnings, that is not good at all for the Flying Finn. He is, however, still gonna stay in P3. Will Camo fight back though and secure P2 for Haas here in the race? That would be great for the American outfit, as they are currently sat in 4th, 2 points ahead of Alpha Tauri, 2 points ahead of both Alpha Tauri and Aston Martin. So these are crucial points for the American outfit that is here. Of course, we don't have any Alpha Tauri drivers racing today, and we only have one Aston Martin driver. So P4 in the constructor championship is pretty much solidified as we go on to the penultimate lap of the season, with a Red Bull 1-2 and a 3-second gap from P1 to P2. As Camel does get passed into P2 here, frankly, he won't have DRS on the next straight though. That is Oscar's. So Oscar will have DRS down the second straight, but he doesn't use it. No, he doesn't use it. He knows he doesn't need to overtake because they have both championships in the bag at the moment. But it would be a great finish for Red Bull with a 1-2 in a season where they both have been fantastic. They both have been driving fantastic. They both have been very consistent as always. They were consistent last season. That's why they won the constructors championship last season and almost won the drivers championship with Rio Sapu. But an unfortunate event happened in Brazil and he lost it out. Just as AK Monster gets a 3-second time penalty for track limit warnings. But now, finally, it is the Mexican driver's turn. It is the Mexican Meister's turn to finally, once again, lift it. He deserved it last season. Didn't go his way. He have been fighting he's been fighting every race he's participated in this season. Barely any mistakes, as Sada does go up into P2 here, overtaking Camo. Barely any mistakes from the Mexican driver. Nothing. He's been on it all season long. 12 races, 12 weeks of racing, and it all comes down to who has had the most luck, really. And yeah, no, that's a lie. Pure dedication from this driver. He's been putting in the hours, and well-deserved championship for Rio Sapu. Congratulations, my friend. You are a world championship winner once again. As Sada comes into P2 and does secure the constructor championship for Red Bull as well. That's both both championships in the bag for the Milton Keynes based team. Congratulations to both of the drivers and of course Hoban as well. She won it last season with this team and she won it again. Congratulations to all three of them. You've done an amazing job this season. And yeah, that is Turbo Racing League Season 2. Everyone crosses the line, and that is the season over. We've been a fun season. Lots of ups, lots of downs, especially with EA. And yeah, can't wait for next iteration of this game. Will it be better? Will it be worse? You can only dream. And yeah, thank you all for a wonderful season, and we will 100% see you